Hold on a bit, I'm on my way. Alright, let's see here. And... Hello! Hollow of Dawn here. Let's see here. What else do I have to do to promote this? I'm just gonna let people like come in whenever they want to. Doesn't really matter, like as far as like traction goes. What matters is that you are here at all, and you know what? Fate Hollow Ataraxia. It's never gonna get an anime. You have to read. Yeah, baby, you're gonna have to read. Oh boy. So Fate Hollow Ataraxia. As you can see here, I have a save file that is almost 80% completed. I started Fate Hollow Ataraxia all the way back in 2018, back when it first originally, you know, got its like English translation like completed and all that jazz. Basically, yeah, the original translation patches that were going on. Never completed it. Obviously, which is weird considering, you know, this is back in 2018. I've had over half a decade to finish Hollow Ataraxia, and I never have. I don't know why. Or rather, I do kind of know why. It's mainly because, I don't know, for some reason there's... Hollow Ataraxia is one of those kind of experiences where it just kind of like slid off for me after a while. Not necessarily because it's bad. It's some of the stuff in Hollow Ataraxia is actually pretty great. It's just different. That's probably the best like way to describe Hollow Ataraxia compared to Fate Stay Night. It is definitely a different experience. If you're expecting a straightforward sequel, you're not going to get it with this one. Now, for this stream, I'm not going to continue where I left off with my... I'm going to, like, continue Hollow Ataraxia, like, the first save file on my own time. For the time being, though, I'm going to go ahead and start a fresh save file. Absolutely fresh. There we go. Hollow Ataraxia is way more slice of life, and honestly, that's a huge part of its charm. It's definitely... Yeah, obviously there's more. It obviously goes into characters more, you know, compared to, like, Fate Stay Night. Because obviously it's more... Because it's slice of life, you get to delve into certain characters that were never fleshed out the first time around, and all that. And of course, you got, you know, comedy elements. Basically, the slice of... What if the slice of life elements of the Fate route were the entire novel? More or less. That and... But at the same time, it's one of those things where, because of the structure, I honestly don't know where the plot is going, necessarily. Again, like, I've been through like a bunch of, like, you know, the 4 days over and over again, and I don't know where it's heading. Again, like, I have a save file that's almost 80% complete. Maybe if I, like, read more of it, like, I'll get a tighter grasp on things. Maybe it does, like, make more sense late into the story. But it's one of those things where, I don't know, for some reason, Hollow Ataraxia, because of its structure, yeah, it just never really, you know, grabbed my attention as much as Stay Night did way back when. Not because it's bad. I'm just not necessarily sure where where it's going, even late, even after so many like hours of reading. Like the big twist has yet to unveil itself. Yeah, the sequel to Tsukihime, Kagetsu Toya, I think is like a similar structure to Ataraxia. Yeah, but we're not here to like talk about what happens later. Basically, we're here to talk about Fate Hollow Ataraxia in the grander scheme of the series, of the franchise rather, in that it is a sequel to Stay Night, but also not really. It's kind of its own thing as well. And it makes you wonder, how the fuck would you adapt such a material, right? How, like assuming that a Hollow Ataraxia anime was in the cards, how would you even go about it for people who don't want to read? Because let's face it, illiteracy is on the rise, and a lot of people want to watch stuff. But how do you adapt? A lot of people who get into like the Fate series forget that Hollow Ataraxia even exists. Even that there is in fact a sequel, and that the sequel is very different because they don't even bother checking. In fact, Hollow Ataraxia wasn't even translated until much later compared to Stay Night. So, but that's a whole different can of worms, I guess. I suppose what I'm going to go into is going to go into the beginning fresh for people who never experienced Hollow Ataraxia before. Before I do that, though, I need to check on a few things here. Let me check Twitter real quick. Looks like nothing of value is really going on right at the moment. Saw a clip of a really shittily like not even like an animated like anime fight. It's literally still pictures. Hold on a bit. Like, I gotta like I feel like I want to like show this off. Let me make a new window here. Oh yeah, hold on. What the fuck? Just for the hell of it, I mean, let me show you this piece of shit. And go like, is this it? Yeah. Let me show you this thing. This is an actual fight scene, by the way. This is peak anime right here. Peak anime. The animation is so fluid. It's almost as if they're not moving at all. Yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. Yeah, baby. Okay, just want to... Okay, back to the actual novel itself. All my hate... If you're talking about, like, the clip I just showed, yeah, it's real... It's peak anime. Okay, let's see here. Let's start. One of the big changes compared to Stay Night is that there are no like actual save slots. The thing auto saves as you go through it. Which at the time of starting it, I was like really put off by that. Like, wait a minute, I can't like save whenever I want to. Like, what's going on? So you start it, and it just kind of goes into it, like right off the bat, without any like further ado. Which, I mean, again, just another one of those things that makes you go, "Wow, what's going on here?" he said he was afraid of the night. By the way, I'm using a bunch of patches here. I'm using the voice patch. I'm using patches that allow me to, like, you know, scale the windows to 16 by 9 and all that. The Vita art, the, you know, Vita content and all that. Basically, I basically turned Fate Hollow Ataraxia into Fate Hollow Ataraxia Ultimate Edition. Basically, the Ultimate Edition Fate Hollow Ataraxia experience is mine to behold. For Fate Hollow Ataraxia, I want to say that I treat it like Carnival Phantasm or Emiya Gohan, but we have the Bazette plotline. Yeah, it's one of those things where I kind of wonder, like, because Fate Hollow Ataraxia is slice of life and is its own, like, kind of thing, it makes you wonder if anything in, like, say, like Emiya Gohan is like a part of the time loop that happens in this story, right? Like, is everything that happens in Emiya Gohan just in the time loop? You know? Because all the servants are there and they're alive still, and everybody's still alive, and like what the fuck is going? Like, wow, like its own, like, timeline, and all that makes you wonder if it's happening in the time loop. And that's like the basis for their plots. Right off the bat, we got some cheerful music. City of Shinto, Kurokizaka District, Block 4, Semina Apartments, 11th floor, Room 2. That's where he lived. His name was, well, let's just call him Mr. A. Mr. A was a student and having just turned 20, had moved in at the beginning of spring. By the way, does the time loop get explained like late into the story? 'Cause I don't think I'm like that far in, despite the fact that I'm 80% of the way in. Like, I still don't know about the time loop. How that works, why it's happening in the first place. But then again, I probably missed some things, or it's been too long since I've, like, you know, gotten to that part where they explain it. Sorry. I ate McDonald's earlier. I have a gash. Anyway, this was the first time he ever moved. First time he ever lived by himself. And the first time he was in an unfamiliar neighborhood. Mr. A, an introvert by nature, still felt lost. He was adjusting to life in Fuyuki gradually. Mr. A was comfortable being alone in the first place, and never seemed to care much about having few friends and living amongst strangers. Rather, he preferred things that way. Mr. A, who would shut himself in his room, apparently liked not having his new life disturbed by anyone, be it friends or family. Mr. A was satisfied with his life, except for two things. A long, long hallway leading to the entrance, and the hopeless thoughtlessness of the family that moved in next door 1 month prior. What was bothering, no, what was unsettling him began since he moved into the apartment in spring. What his parents had set up for him was a yen monthly 4-bedroom apartment. The size was nothing to complain about. While Mr. A loved being alone, he had an inclination towards luxury and didn't favor living plainly. When it came to the dwelling, the bigger, the better. To someone like him, he hated the outside world. This place was a fortress. It had a large and solid. It had to be large and solid. It couldn't be easy to reach. He couldn't relax if it wasn't impenetrable. That's right. It wasn't that Mr. A liked being alone. It was the issue of others being near. He was consciously afraid of someone other than himself intruding into this space. There was another reason why Mr. A chose Semina Apartments. It was the distance from the living room to the door. The long hallway was the first and last obstacle to pass through in order to enter or leave the apartment. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I could see them make an anime about Boz and an adventure story where they are constantly trying to win their Grail War, kind of like ReZero or Summertime Rendering. I guess. Like a standalone thing. The 4-meter-long hallway stretched into a straight line from the living room to the door. There was neither storage rooms nor a bathroom along the way. It was an unusual hallway for an apartment to have, but it seemed Mr. A took a liking to it for its length. It took up the ideal amount of space and was an ideal entranceway. Though far off, separation from the entrance was not so much a medium between inside and outside, it was more of an ambiguous boundary. Then as the Grail War expands, they could show more Shiro stuff. Maybe, I guess, Cause they gotta have slice of life somewhere in there, right? God, how would you make an anime of this whole thing? Really is it's a problem in of itself, I guess. It was unnatural. One could say that the hallway itself was the real entrance. However, once he began living there, something about the hallway started to worry him. By the way, people who don't know what's going on, this is just we're just in like a sort of story in a story, basically. Once he began living there, something about the hallway started to worry him. With such splendid length, what could possibly worry him about it? After being puzzled for several months, he finally figured it out. It was simple. The long hallway had no lights. It looked like a structural flaw had left no space to install any lights. The hallway of the other apartments had them, but only in room 2 of floor 11 were they forgotten. Let's see here. Well, we got fragments of slice of life in Unlimited Blade Works like those where Shiro and Saber are at school. Those were in they were in the novel more or less as well. It's more okay, you know how I would adapt, you know how I would freaking adapt Hollow Ataraxia? I would keep the time loop in, but I would basically change certain things to make it more feasible as a narrative, right? I would have the time loop be the overarching plot line, the mystery of it. Have everything else in between somehow. Because almost like a pseudo episodic kind of structure, kind of like each episode will be about something in of itself, but the time loop would always be in the background at the same time. So there's always that plot line would always progress as we go through each arc per episode. Anyway, I don't know. I'm still thinking about how it could be done in a cohesive way. So Endless 8 but better, maybe, I guess. Because obviously, this anime does go into characters and other such topics like in great detail compared to Stay Night. You know, being able to like explore those aspects while at the same time having the time loop aspect progress in the background would be, I guess, my way of dealing with it. But then again, I mean, I wish I had a shrug toggle. I actually asked my model mama, Artha, for a shrug for this model. Oh, my boy is reading Kino. Yes, I'm reading Kino right now. Hollow Ataraxia, the novel, the sequel, the Stay Night that people who aren't already Fate fans tend to forget exists for one reason or another. I blame it on it not having an anime as a reason why it's overlooked. Personally. Anyway, let's see here. Well, that's a hot take if I ever saw one. Definitely. It looked like a structural flaw. Left no space to install any light. Oh wait, I already read this. How stupid! Not the worker that forgot to install lights, but himself, who had noticed only now after living there for several months. Come to think of it, he had already made a wrong turn the moment he had failed to realize what was amiss. Fall came, and new tenants moved in next door. They were the kind of happy family you could find anywhere. A young married couple and 3-year-old daughter. The only contact he had with them was limited to a simple greeting when they were moving in. Considering the sales of Witch of the Holy Night, Tsukihime, hopefully Stay Night, we'll hopefully get Switch Steam adaptation of Hollow Ataraxia. Hopefully, I mean, it was on the Vita in Japan, right? I mean, all they have to do is like kind of remaster that. I actually the local GameStop has the collector's edition for Tsukihime right now. I cannot afford it. It's $80, and I literally cannot get it. Well, then again, even if I got it, I don't have the means to actually read it because it's only on PS4 and Switch. So I don't know. It'd be pointless to get it unless I just want to collect it, of course. Also got my Tsukihime Remake Limited Edition, pretty good art book. Mine was $150, half the game and half the shipping. Wow. Oh, jeez. I mean, did you have to like import it? I assume that's importing costs. I assume. 'Cause darn it. I'm glad I wouldn't have to pay that much for it. But then again, I don't know how long they'll have it in stock, because I don't get paid for another like 2 weeks. It's a hard-ass life out there, man. Let's see here. All Mr. A knew about them was their surname, XX, and the daughter's name, that name. Semina Apartments was an L-shaped building with only 2 apartments on each floor. At the center is the entrance into the building, and each apartment occupies the entire horizontal or vertical part of the L. You will take the L and like it. At the entrance, there is a door leading to the elevator and the emergency stairwell. Sometimes Mr. A would meet the XX couple at the entranceway, but on the rare occasions he saw that name alone by herself.
Oni-chan, ボタン押してくれる?
Oni-chan, won't you push the button for me? Push that button, motherfucker. Whenever they met, she would say that. The elevator buttons were slightly above her height. Yeah, the voice patch got installed, baby. The elevator buttons were slightly above her height. It was not too high for her to reach, but for some reason, she never raised her hands above her shoulders. Played HA without voices almost 10 years ago. I started reading Hollow Ataraxia all the way back in 2018, and I still haven't finished it. I don't know why. I just don't know why. While he thought it was strange that a 3-year-old girl would go out by herself, he did what the girl asked. And he would see her not just on the 11th floor, but also at the entrance on the 1st floor. He would find the girl crouching in front of the elevator as he was coming home from or leaving. She would raise her head say, looking up at him, "Oni-chan." After having that exchange over and over again, Mr. A learned the girl's name. He did not remember it, however, perhaps because Mr. A had no interest in other people. Instead, he called her Little Red Riding Hood, because she always wore a red hood. I'll say it again, Mr. A was an introverted young man. As long as his lifestyle wasn't threatened, he didn't care about the outside world. Oof. Be it, for example, an argument heard from the other side of the wall, the sound of a little girl crying every other day, a woman's screams that can only be described as shrieking, the girl not being able to raise her arm above her shoulders due to a neglected bone fracture, or her wearing a red hood to hide the bruises on her face because her father told her to. Well, the stuff that only concerns other people. The ruckus of the neighboring room was only about a meter away from the door, but who could blame him? It was, after all, a long hall. The source of the screaming was several meters away, and he inevitably had to ignore it while watching TV. But on that night, it was especially loud. A blood-curdling scream! Siren-like crying. Then the sound of a door being opened violently, reverberating in the entranceway. Then the sound of something banging on Mr. A's door. That night had been aggravating to Mr. A, who had been quietly enjoying a late-night broadcast at 2 a.m. Wow, that's quite the life. He was about to get up and asked him to behave like reasonable human beings. And so get up he did, but soon sat back down. It'll probably end soon anyway. Then affairs were none of Mr. A's business. Their affairs were none of Mr. A's business. Butting in, like at this point, will get him overly involved, so he avoided thinking about it. It's the moon! Aw, shit, the moon, baby. Whatever it is, it's their own responsibility. People ought to handle their own problems by themselves, and so Mr. A took the remote and raised the volume by 5 bars. By the way, Fate Stay Night Remaster. Will it just be just an up-res version of the Vita version, or will it actually, will they actually put, effort into, making it very distinctive? A very distinct, version of Stay Night. Because, God, it'd be so cool if they actually... It'd be cool if they actually, took the effort to, kind of make it distinctive in its own way. Yeah, it's gonna be a real... yeah... God damn, it's probably gonna be... It's probably just gonna have the same presentation, right? With HD ufotable opening? Shame for the Sakura Kings like me. Because, God, it would be nice. It would be... I guess, again, it would be nice if the remaster really was, if the presentation was, like distinctive in a way. I mean, using the same art assets, obviously, but you know, kind of like tweaked and stuff to make it, you know, a little more like involved, like motion wise and all that jazz, like more in line with like the other visual novel releases that we've been getting in English. Cause it'd be like kinda. Because for people only getting into Type Moon recently because of the actual official releases, you know, it would be kind of a shame if we went from the extremely stylish and, you know, well choreographed and animated like presentation styles of Witch on the Holy Night and Tsukihime to suddenly getting something that is more straightforward in terms of presentation, like Stay Night, Real Tenua. I don't think Fate Stay Night need a remake overall. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I mean, it'd be cool to at least get like a new like updated art assets, but keep the presentation like of the overall novel similar. But I get what you mean. Like Stay Night is mostly about the story, right? The story carries it. I mean, considering how long it would take for legit remaster everything to like Tsukihime remake, it takes several years. Yeah, you're right. Would be cool though. It would be cool, especially with Takeuchi's like updated like art style and all that. You know, the way his art has like evolution has advanced over the years. It's still good and revolutionary for 2004. Also, they're working on Extra Remake, which, in my opinion, it need more that remake. It needs more that remake than Stay Night. I mean, I suppose. What any news on the Fate Extra remake? Like, or is there like literally nothing going on with that still? By the end of the night, as he was turning off the TV and falling asleep, the usual nighttime silence and had finally returned. Jesus Christ, my mouth. Playing Extra on the PSP is painful to play, in my opinion. Wow. LMAO. Zip nada. The cake is a lie. Okay. Well, I mean, it looked good, like from like the old like trailers that they showed, right? I mean, at this point, is it even going to be out for like PS4 at this rate? Considering how long it's been. Extra Remake is the new Tsukihime remake. The next day, Mr. A learned that there had been a family suicide next door. It was the first time he had ever been questioned by the police. The night before, after having an argument, Mr. XX murdered Mr. XX with a blade. After slashing girl, her only daughter, she took her own life. When asked about it, I slept like a log and didn't hear anything, was Mr. A's answer. The officer thanked Mr. A for his cooperation, was about to leave. As he was walking away, Mr. A had just asked one question. Holy fuck, voices. Lowering his eyebrows, the officer replied, we analyzed the blood remaining on the weapon. There's no doubt she had been stabbed. Judging from the bloodstain, the wound was fatal. Except, the young officer muttered uncomfortably, but there's no corpse. The body is nowhere to be found. Neither in the room, nor in the entranceway she ran into. What happened was simple. After being stabbed by her mother, the Little Red Riding Hood seems to have managed to escape into the entranceway. By the way, is this story that we're like being fed right now like based on anything that like, or it's just literally just like a like based on nothing, like in the universe. Because I forgot. Because I know that this is like not actually like this is like a ghost story being told, but what is like, who is Mr. A, for example? Like, I forgot. I it's been years. If there's an answer. Riding Hood seems to have managed to escape into the entranceway. At that point, however, the trail stops. The bloodstained stop in the front of the elevator.
なぜエレベーターを使わなかったんでしょうね。
There's a character in Strange Fake who might be connected. Okay. By the way, Strange Fake is getting an anime, right? I have not seen the special, like the OVA yet, believe it or not. Maybe I should change that. Maybe I should watch it today. So why didn't she use the elevator? In fact, why didn't she seek help from you? No matter how frantic she may have been, she should have been able to ring the doorbell at least. Oni-chan, push the button for me, Oni-chan. Mr. A couldn't bring himself to say that either button was far out of the girl's reach. The officer left, and Mr. A remained standing in the doorway, deep in thought. 2 o'clock at night, he pictured the little girl, escaped from her crazed mother, but unable to leave the entranceway, desperately banging on Mr. A's door, on the verge of collapse, with a tear-stained face. But in the end, the girl's body was never found. Several days passed. Late at night, always at the same time, Mr. A started noticing a strange noise. The noise itself wasn't loud, as if he didn't pay attention to it, it was almost inaudible. At first, Mr. A didn't think about what it could be. He told himself that it was just the wind shaking the window. But the noise came back every night. Bang, bang. It was a noise that was faint enough to be non-existent, yet it was getting on his nerves. When he realized that the noise wasn't from the window, but rather echoing in the hallway, Mr. A walked down the long hallway and brought himself to the door. Oh shit, boy. Fuck. He asked who it was through the intercom. No response. Oh shit, noise filter. The moment Mr. A came up to the door, the noise, which had been so soft moments ago. Oh crap. He looked outside through the peephole. Around the distorted view, nobody was there. Just a clean-looking entranceway. It's nothing except red specks on the cream-colored floor that... Silent Hill. Oh shit, we're in the other world. Mr. A tried to look deeper. His eardrums felt like they were going to burst, but there was no one at the entrance, but the noise did not stop. Mr. A tried to look deeper into the peephole. Maybe there was someone there. Maybe he couldn't see at his angle. The noise continued. Wait, there was something under the peephole, just outside of his view. Something red, wearing a hood, was clinging onto the door. Strange Fake is essentially a spiritual sequel to Stay Night. As for the anime, I saw a special at AX last year, and we are getting an anime, but it's probably going to occur in 2025, if we're being honest. Okay. It's going to be a while away. I have time to watch the special then. In that case. A lot of time. He ran back down the long hallway. The clock was showing 2 a.m. Those night visits became a routine event. The noise continued every night. Mr. A never opened the door. Then one night, it happened again. I don't know, it was... okay, I should probably, like... It was insignificantly quiet. he could have just brushed it off as being a part of his imagination. I don't know, there's something about, like, any anime adaptation that isn't, like, okay, like, if it's not, like, Ufotable related or Stay Night related in some way, I don't know, I tend not to, like, you know, pay as much attention to it as I would, like, if it was, like, either Stay Night or Ufotable, like, made, right? I don't know. There's something about like spin-offs that doesn't really interest me as much as they might be able to otherwise. Again, like I've always considered myself a Stay Night stan, so. But now it had been unavoidable angst that had stained his brain, cutting away at his nerves like a blade. For me, for Fate Zero, HF movies and Camelot are the best. I still need to like read. I still need to read the second. Not read. I still need to watch the second Camelot movie. The first one was actually. I thought it was actually pretty. That was pretty all right. The first one. First Camelot movie was pretty, you know, it was good for the most part. With each day, Mr. A's mind had been cornered. It was the end of autumn. He could now hear it no matter what time it was. That night, he came to a decision. He would see for himself what was clinging to the door. I guess, by the way, like, I have not played Fate Grand Order in, like... I've not bothered to, like, touch the app for months now. I don't know, for some reason I just don't have the interest to play, like, Grand Order lately. He would see for himself what was clinging to the door. Let's see. He walked down the long hallway. Just read the story on YouTube. Okay. Alright. He walked down the long hallway. The light from the entranceway leaked in from behind the door, passing through the unlit corridor. He pushed the door open. Like, I am really behind on Grand Order. Like, it's one of those things where I wonder how much my account would, like, how much money someone would like, pay for my account. If that's even a thing that's, like, that people do, right? Because I don't know, I'm at that point where I don't know if I really want to play Grand Order with how, like, far behind I am, you know? And I do need the money. Like, I do need the money at that. So, it's one of those things where it's like, shit. I wonder how much my account is worth. If that's even a thing. There was nothing there. There was no one there. That painful knocking had been echoing in the skull. Was gone as well. 1,000 quartz. Oh, wow. Okay. Of course there was nothing. Something with that ridiculous couldn't be true. There had never been any noise. There had never been a red hood. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Laughter and relief mixed together. His chilled body rapidly regained its warmth. He had just been hearing things. Somehow it seemed that incident had gotten to him. Without realizing it, he had felt guilty and developed paranoia. But that was all over. It all ended the moment he opened the door. Phew! Wiping sweat off his forehead, he closed the door. Once he had locked the door, he raised his head. before his very eyes was a figure that was like really distorted and shit. Down the long dark hallway that he had been so fond of. His eyes widened. In the middle of the corridor there was something wearing a red hood, a familiar dead body. It seemed to be pleading at him. Somehow Mr. A knew that it would be the last thing he would hear before his death. From within the darkness, its lips moved like a watermelon that had been bored into with a knife. With a blood-stained voice, the Little Red Riding Hood spoke to him.
お兄ちゃん、
Oni-chan!
ボタン。
The button! The button, Oni-chan! Yeah! What was so scary about that? Hey, there we go. Then the story ended. Alright. Scared by a girl wanting a button pushed. That's very courageous of them. Tiger Jr. Yeah. What was that supposed to be? That sucked. And seriously, what's with all those visual effects, Mitsuzuri? Too many details, too much good acting, and also the story's too long. What was wrong with that Mr. A guy? Dude, if things get that freaky, then move out, move out. October 11th, past midnight, in a guest room at the Ryudo Temple. Makidera Kaede's shrieking voice resounded through the fall sky. I think it's fine to let the characters talk and you read the thoughts and commentary. Okay, and I should probably do that then, actually. I should do that.
引っ越せってそれができたら苦労しないでしょ。あんただってあんな家出てってやるなんて言ってもう何年よ。人間ね、多少の不安より愛着を取るもんなの。みんながみんな幽霊一匹で住処を移してたら今頃この島はもぬけの殻になってるわ。
Natsuki is here. Yep. Ah, Mitsuzuri. She doesn't get enough Rule 34.
眼蓄のある言葉だ。なるほど。我々と会談は。
But then again, Taiga doesn't get enough Rule 34 in my opinion. I think Taiga's cute. Go Taiga. I'm a Taiga stan.
時に牧寺、長廊下のお釈師様は健在か？
いいねっつーの。我が家にそんな偉そうなやつはいないね。あと夜中になったら雨降ってないのに廊下が水に濡れたりもしないね。祖先が瀬戸内で海賊なんてやってもいないね。そっか。牧寺んとこも古い家だったっけ？何？廊下の話は鬼門だった？うるさい。
For example, Medea, for example, I mean, I guess Medea is a case of that, I guess.
で、その鬼門ってなんだ？新しいチャクラか？
I wish there was like God. Who else doesn't have enough Rule 34? I've always thought it would be cool to see a serious Taiga get buffed to superhuman levels like Kusuki, since isn't she a swordsman on the same level as Shiki? She is? Damn, Taiga's skilled as fuck in that case. Jesus.
鬼門というのは良くない方角。強調を表す言葉だ。細かく言うのなら北東の方角。つまり
Walk statement notes that she's like a 10th Dan in Kendo or something. Wow. skilled as fuck. Then let me drink some Dr. Pepper. All right. No straw. They forgot the straw. Ise Ryudo, the son of Ryudo Temple's head monk and the president of the student council. Ise, who came with us as a supervisor on his official role, briefly glances at me.
おお、さすが寺の息子。ちゃんとしてんじゃん、そういうとこ。けど今はお断り。私が聞きたいのはもっとコスモな話なわけ。幽霊とかそういう話はお門違いだね。ほら、もっとさ、遠坂んちには江戸時代に隕石が落ちてたとか、冬木の地下には大空洞があるとか、そういう現実的な話をしろよな。
I mean, there is a huge cavern underneath Fuyuki.
いや、今のは十分に現実的な話だったと思うが、先ほどの実話だが、廊下で少女と出会ったということは、真犯人は A 氏で、廊下の壁に死体を隠蔽していたという話だろう。
Damn.
カネちゃん、それも階段とは趣旨が違うと思う。
現実的な話をしろって言われてもね。怪談話を何だと思ってるのよ、牧寺は。
God.
とんでも話なら遠坂の管轄だから待ってればいいの聞けるんじゃない？
You know, I love the way Takeuchi draws girls with glasses. I mean, imagine how they would look with his updated like art style. Look great. You want? Let me wait till it's a turn.
それはありません。
How proficient is Shiki's swordplay? Nasu, about the same as that legendary swordswoman of Fuyuki. Takeuchi, wow, Shiki's amazing, or rather, it's in Fujimura that's amazing. Damn. You don't fuck with frickin' Taiga then. Tosaka counters elegantly. That's her usual manners at this sort of gathering.
そりゃ失礼。じゃあマトは？一年の誰かがマト首相はああ見えてすごく怖いとか言ってたけど。
Yeah, Mato can be surprising, frightening. Okay.
私ですか？別に怖い話が好きなんじゃなくて階段に強いだけなんです。
Damn, Sakura was the one telling the story? What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Who was telling the story again?
ところで三辻先輩、そんなこと
By the way, Tosaka thighs. Thank you, Takeuchi.
そういうところが怖いんだって気づきなさい、さくら。
She lets out quietly. No one here knows that Tosaka Rin and Sakuramato are sisters yet.
和むのはいいが、まだ始まったばかりだろ。
I mean, my roster is nothing but saber faces. Like my supporting roster, at least, is like saber. So, but then again, you know, I don't know. Again, it's been too long since I've last played Fate Grand Order. My God, how many lost belts are there at this point? Because I'm behind. I'm probably going to be leaving soon since I have the HEMA club every Wednesday. Hopefully, the stream will be going on in a couple of hours. Hopefully. Yeah, 7. Good luck to you, man. Like, have fun with the What's the HEMA? And anyway, like I need to look that up real quick. Lost Belt 7 is releasing in October. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm way behind. What the fuck? HEMA. historical European martial arts. Wow. Okay. In that case, I mean, let's see. HMA club every. Well, I hope you have a good time at the club then. It's my first time hearing about like such a thing actually.
続けるのか続けないのか。
God.
俺としてはこれ以上牧寺が騒ぐのなら。
Anyway, I just hope, you know,
させなくてはならないのだ。
I hope, or at least I wish. I don't. Well, God damn it! Will they have like a physical release for the Face Day Night remaster over here? Like a limited edition at least, because I would buy that. I would buy that. Or is it gonna be digital only? That would suck. That would suck if it was only like digital, like a release only. I got one from PlayAsia. Okay. Huh. But hopefully there's like a physical one over here as well, because I don't know if I want to do PlayAsia right now.
そうよね。眠ってるお坊さんたちに
They probably will, since they did for Witch and Holy Night and Tsukihime remake. It's in pre-order. It's in pre-order yet.
騒いでないじゃん。三つ釣りの話がつまんないからダメ出ししただけじゃんかよ。
問題はそのダメ出しが次にもあるかということでしょうね。牧寺さんに我慢しろというのは呼吸をするなということと同義だから割と絶望的だけど。どう牧寺さん？呼吸。
Also, maybe one day we'll get an unlimited codes. I want my Fate fighting game. Yeah, like maybe like an unlimited codes like remake would be interesting. Again, I would buy that. Like maybe like oh my god, you know what would be cool if a Fate Stay Night fighting game, but by fucking like Arc System Works or something, you know, with in the same like vein, in the same like kind of like graphical style as like a Guilty Gear game, you know. I'd be interested in that.
止められる。私陸上の次に水泳得意だし。
That's Melty Blood? No, but I mean like 3D, but it looks 2D. I know Melty Blood. I have Melty Blood Type Lumina on Steam, but you know, it's like you know what I mean.
だそうですのでこのまま続けましょう。次は三枝さんかな。はい。
Segusa.
階段ってしたことなくて、大丈夫。無理に怖がらせようと思わなくていいから。
See, I still play MBAC for nostalgia.
綾子のは実際あった話を脚色したたちの悪い話でね。牧寺さんが怖がったのはセミナマンションの事件を知っていたからだろうし。そうなんですか？
Really?
セミナマンションの一家心中は実際にあった話だ。その1ヶ月後、隣室の青年も行方不明になり、捜索願いが出ているのも事実だぞ。
Yeah, like Guilty Gear and Grand Blue. I have a terrifying story. I have to pay taxes every month. Fuck. Shit. Okay, that is terrifying. That's terrifying. Jesus Christ. Shoot, man. That's freaky. That is freaky. I don't want to like think about that. That sounds like hell. I mean, I have trouble like paying for my board and care as it is. Imagine paying taxes every month. Or wait a minute, because I do my taxes like every year, personally, like over. Is paying tax? Is that a? Huh. Is that like a thing like where you're at, or is that for everywhere? Cause I could have swore that I do. Cause I could have swore like where I'm at, like over here, it's like every year. Or am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not an expert on taxes. IVA, taxed by value of things. Oh my god. That's like... Jesus Christ. That's... I mean, taxes over here in California are bad enough. Having to do that every month would be, Jesus Christ.
の兄ちゃんはなんか理由あって自分探しに旅立ったんだよ。
Ah, darn it! Accidentally kicked my microphone. Dude, I accidentally kicked him. Hopefully, you guys didn't hear too much of that. Let's see. Went on a journey of self-discovery for some reason. Okay.
そんなかっこいい兄ちゃんにおかしな失踪理由でっち上げるた。なんて少年の腐った女だ。三辻綾子。
本当にいなくなっちゃったんですか、英士さんって。
Yeah, I'm straight. He did.
ああ、同じマンションの住人が言うのだから間違いない。そうだろう、三辻城。
The apartment says so, right, Mrs. Zuri?
そういう話だからね。とまあ、私ほど脚色せずとも実際にあった噂話だけで十分ってこと。牧寺は怖がりだからね。三枝さんもその線で攻めてみるといいよ。誰かに聞いたお化けの話とかない？
あ、それなら何個かあります。皆さん
Ghost in the window.
知ってますか？
Oh wait, shit! I accidentally skipped. It was started as a rumor that spread into the second semester. Okay, what was that? This is the first time I've heard of it.
お化け洋館の人影ですよね。弓道部の1年生たちが話してたような。はい、そのお化け洋館です。なんでも冬木のどこかに使われていない洋館があって、夜中に近づくと2階の窓辺からこうじーっと見つめてくる人影があるそうです。
ああ、人影ってどんな人影よ、ゆきっち。つうかさ、冬木のどこかにある洋館って何？
それは私も知らないんだけど、あんまり人が寄りつかないお屋敷じゃないかな。実際見た人がいるらしいんだけど、たまたま道に迷った時に洋館を見つけたんだって。なんでも周りは
Eliasville's mansion.
人気がなくて、
Right.
洋館の2階にいたお化けは女の人だったとか。
何それ、人気のない洋館で女が一人？そんなの遠坂んちじゃん。遠坂、あんたんちお化け屋敷にされてるぞ。
そうなのかな。ごめんなさい、遠坂さん。この話って遠坂さんちのことだったの？
Don't worry, Segusa. I forgive you. It's only a shame you don't get enough Rule 34.
謝らないで、三枝さん。うちがご近所からそういった扱いを受けているのは今に始まったことじゃないし。
In fact, I would say that the God damn it, who's the fucking who's the tan girl again? What's her name again? You know, the tan girl we just saw. The tomboy. She doesn't get enough Rule 34 either. Damn it. Tomboy Stan here, I guess. You know, an aspect of Ataraxia that I honestly adore is how this is basically post every route we get their character development, i.e. we get a way lively version of Sakura. Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's time to flesh her out, there's time to flesh her out. Baseless slander wouldn't be entirely accurate. Tosaka Residence is actually a type of haunted house.
じゃあこの話はやめて信徒の話にします。最近夜になると信徒の空に何か大きな糸みたいのが見えるって話なんですけど。
Oh shit. Unsure of herself, Sagusa Yukika looks at the crowd. I'd say that she is looking for witnesses.
その糸みたいなのが何なのか見たことある人います？
話だけは聞いてるが、あいにくとまだ怪異には出会っていない。
Huh.
空って夜空？そのセンタービルの屋上に人影が立っていたなんて話じゃないわよね。
具体的な例えだね。そりゃセンタービルの屋上に赤い人影を見たって話はよく聞くけど、三枝さんの話は別物じゃなくて？
Oh, I know who that is. There's something mysterious about the way Mitsuzuri Ayako looks at Tosaka. As if she knows the truth behind that. Tosaka prefers wearing red, makes a sour face. It's been half a year since the 5th Holy Grail War ended. That means that she's probably still patrolling the area at night.
牧寺先輩は見たことありますか？
ない。だがおそらくは UFO!
Ah, Makidera, I hope you get more Rule 34 soon. So cute
読めたよ。
and cheerful.
牧寺、あんたは階段を勘違いしてる。
そうだな。我々がしているのはオカルティックな話であってコズミックな話ではない。
Damn.
牧野氏、
Being fucking torn down like this.
君好みなムームー話に出番はないぞ。
読んでない。あんな面白おかしい電波本なんて。
She's likely to be a character in FGO.
すっげえつまんねえじゃん。
She's likely to be a character in FGO, wow.
まあそのつまらないところがある意味たまらないのではあるが。ところで神都上空の蜃気楼の件だが。
Everyone shakes their heads. Unfortunately, there are no witnesses. However, I've been getting this feeling from a little bit ago. How should I put it?
そういう噂話なら俺からも一つ。昔から郊外の森には城が建っているという話があるだろう。それに新説が加わったそうだ。何でも城を目指して森に入ると旧帝国軍の亡霊が現れて入ってきたものを戦場に送り出すらしい。で、いくつかの関門を乗り越えた勇者だけが幻の城で一泊できてメイド姉妹に解放される。
Eliasville. Huh. Huh?
竜道くん、何？念願の相部屋で脳みそとろけちゃった？
俺とておかしな話だと思っておるわ。だが実際に見た者がいるのだから仕方なかろう。
Darn it. Okay. Crap. This is funny.
エミヤは 今の竜道のヨタ話。
Finally, Shiro's being mentioned here. Mitsuzuri shifts the conversation to me. Up until now, I've just been an observer. I really want a Shinji FGO character. VN did too well of a job making him a bastard, to a degree that's kind of boring. Oh well, I've been keeping my mouth shut because I didn't know how to comment on this, but
一星が作り話なんてするわけないだろ。竜道寺は森に近いし、案外本当にあるかもな。
It's not that I have no idea what it might be. Putting that aside for the moment, I feel bad about breaking the conversation, but I've got to go to the bathroom.
あれ、ちょっと
The horror!
誰にも気
The
づかない
bathroom
ように
break.
スルッと戻ってくるんで、俺に構わず続けててくれ。いいところで牧寺を脅かすから。
いいじゃん、やれるもんならやってみな。私も女だ。エミヤにゃ負けられないね。
Ah, Makidera is so cute. There goes Makidera, as usual, reacting in a weird way. Ever since I started having lunch with Tosaka, Makidera has been acting like this all the time. Does she have a crush on me? It's chilly outside. The night air in the mountains is cold and crisp, unlike in the city. Hold on a bit, I gotta sneeze. There we go. By the time you get back, I'll probably be gone. Have a good one. Okay. Alright. Exposed to the cool air, my unclear head and ambiguous thoughts become more defined, waking me up. Ugh. Looking up at the night sky, I let out a heavy sigh. I've already walked some 20 meters away from the room, huh? It's not every day that I find myself thinking about something for no reason in the temple's passage. Now then, what should I try contemplating first? Maybe I should try organizing my thoughts on how things ended up being like this. Speaking of things happening to me recently, there's the story of today's training camp. It involves the upcoming cultural festival, Sakura, who is working hard as the captain of the archery club, Mitsuzuri, who is looking out for her, and the strange relationship with the track and field club. At the end of a complicated argument, little by little, a training camp was being set up for the cultural festival. Issei offered the location, and I was invited as hard labor. Basically, I'm in charge of the food. Good for you, Shiro. Good for you. Life's as hectic as ever, but at least things are peaceful. 6 months ago, there was a little battle for the Holy Grail with all the consequences. In that battle, something was lost and something was gained. It's been enough time to look back and reflect on those moments. I've settled down. The Holy Grail War is a thing of the past. There's no reason for another conflict to spark in Fuyuki. The Holy Grail is gone, the servants have vanished, the dead won't return, and life continues on without any problems. There is no need for these days to change. The factors linking them together are almost all there. Linking a similar tomorrow with yesterday and enjoying the slight changes is a proper way of life for a person. My thoughts stop. I'm certain there was another reason for the training camp.
なんだ?
What was it? I'm pretty sure there was something standing towards the corner of my vision just now. In the direction of the temple grounds, it's too far off till I'll get a good look, but there's the human figure running towards the back hill. It's probably a monk or somebody from the temple. We aren't the only ones in Ryudo Temple. I really shouldn't be worried by random people.
そうそう。そんなことよりトイレ。
Oh shit. Increasing my pace, I jogged down the hallway. Whoops. I just bumped into someone coming from around the corner.
すみま
Oh shit. I remember
こちら
this.
こそごめんなさい。少しぼーっとしていたから。
Oh shit. What are you doing here? My mind freezes. I am too surprised to even know what I'm surprised about.
けど、あなたも気をつけなさい。
Oh
廊
shit.
下を走るのは感心しなくてよ、坊や。
Again, like, kind of wonder what's the story gonna be about when I like actually go ahead and finish this novel off on my time. She's as refined and sarcastic as always, but seeing her face unhooded is quite rare. However, what was I so surprised about?
そうだ。キャスターってとんでもなく美人だったんだな。
Damn straight she is. So much so that I wish she got more Rule 34. This monologue restarts my frozen mind, and I keep on going. I clear my head. Having finished my business, I'm back in the guest room.
そうして八八はよみがえった。村人たちにいびり殺された息子。可愛い我が子にもう一度会いたいという母親の狂気が死者をよみがえらせたのじゃ。じゃがよみがえった八八には至るところが欠けておった。手も足も臓物も脳みそもなかった。
Wow.
母親は足りない箇所を補うため毎晩捕まえて閉じ込めた村人たちから。
Isa's eyes are gleaming. I expected no less of the son of a monk. When it comes to graveyards, corpses, and karma, he has no rival. It goes without saying how Makidera would react, but the ghost story expert Himuro, Misuzuri, and even Tosaka are silently getting ready for the conclusion. Oh shit! Who is that? It's the dude! Hold on, there was something weird just now. Kuzuki-sensei was also quietly listening to Isa's story. Our brave leader, Fujine. Why do you think tigers are tough?
生まれつき怖い話なんて怖くないからだ。シロたちは生まれつき怖い話に弱いからそんな特訓をしなければならないのだ。
I wanna bang you. She had said on the verge of tears. Now she's already asleep. I think this is what they call abdication of leadership. But since she couldn't let a meeting of a crowd of young people in the dark go unmonitored, she asked Kuzuki-sensei to take the reins of authority.
そうして八八は考える死人になった。だが悲しいかな。ようやく八八が母親の名前を呼べるようになった頃、母親はとうにこと切れておる。
I mean, come on, like Taiga's legal. She's in her 20s, right?
の体を蝕んでおったのよ。八八は悲しんだ。よみがえったことはさほど嬉しくはない。ただ苦痛に耐えて自分をよみがえらせた母親が不憫でならなかった。そうして八八は自らと同じよう母をよみがえらせようとしたのじゃが、それだけはどうしてもできなかったのじゃ。母が自分に施した作動を丁寧に繰り返しても、村人たちの肉を二山三山、血を二川三川使おうとも、母は決してよみがえらなかったのじゃ。
How long is the story, dude?
なんでだよ。ゾンビは勝手に増えるじゃんよ。かわいそうだから増やしてやれよ。 時母ちゃんが2人になろうが10人になろうが珍しくないよ。
What kind of world do you live in, Makidera? Damn.
あとなんで口調変わってんだよ生徒会長。
いいところで水を差すなマキダラ。この語りは流動家の決まりなのだ。さもありなん。母親と八八では立ち位置が違ったのじゃ。教会の問題でな、いかな邪法秘法を用いようと叶わぬことが一つだけある。それは聖者のみが死者をよみがえらせられるということよ。死者が死者を食ろうて仲間にしたところで生き返らしたことにならぬ。それはすでに人ではなく死体を食うだけの化粧を生み出したに過ぎぬのだ。
That's a good lesson. It is true that the wishes of the dead cannot be granted. It is always the breath of life that causes things to happen. Even if the deceased were to be granted life once again, without a doubt, the dead cannot ever bring back the dead. It has always been like that. Only the living can bring back the dead.
それを知らぬ八八は永遠に血肉を集め続ける。よみがえらぬ母親のために今でも流動で人の手足を集め続けているという話じゃ。
Damn.
これが冬木に伝わるムクロ塚の八八郎、影山の臓物墓場の言われである。
And the candle fucking goes out. Great. His turn is over.
今のはそれなりに聞いたわね。寺の息子が寺に泊まっている時に墓場の話をするとは思いませんでした。その大人げなさに脱帽です。
今日はこちらの陣地だからな。
Okay.
仏敵を打ちのめすためなら使えるものは何でも使う。
Who's next? The staple of camping trips, ghost stories, would go around in a circle.
ほら次はエミヤの番。
Emi, you're up.
生徒会長の後で大変だろうけど一つ気合の入ったのを頼むわ。
心配には及びません、三辻先輩。先輩、階段には強いですよ。夏場に藤村先生を脅かすのに効果的ですから。
Oh, I bet they are. What do I have to say? Everyone's eyes focus on me. I've got a couple of ghost stories on me, but this is the first time I've ever told one to this many people. In fact, I don't really like telling stories in the first place. I can't do the weird dramatization, and I can't really tell if they're good or not.
落ち着いてでいいわよ、エミヤくん。いつも通りでここが土蔵だと思ってればいいんだから。
Well, now I feel awkward. Oh well. It's really not like me, but this is a part of the festival. And to wrap up this great trip,
それじゃあ長い話を一つ。
here's a long one. Doing something I usually wouldn't, I start telling my story for the first time. Oh. Whoa. Ooh. What is who? Oh boy. Not a single moan escapes me. My throat has been pierced by a rotting branch. My tongue was the first to be pulled out. My vocal organs have been carefully destroyed to silence me. I have no body to struggle in pain. My limbs have been completely severed. It's as if only my heart is still living. My body stopped working long ago, but my sense of pain alone is yet to fail me. Living and being in pain are one and the same. As long as I continue to exist, even as only a heart, the pain won't end. For a long time, I have been left in this sunny spot. It is hope at its highest and despair at its deepest. How idiotic! It must be some detestable figment of my imagination. Misunderstanding coming from my insufficient awareness and inadequate experience. I repeat the cycle of pain and relief. It reminds me of the exercise repetitions I supposedly experienced in my childhood. Up to heaven, down to hell, west, east. That's far away, deeper than everyone, like a candle blooms without an exit. It's not painful to have no limbs, to lose myself bit by bit. I'm just scared. I'm scared of being nothing. I can't bear the lie of ceasing to be anything. If nothing comes from this, then this is nothing more than suffering for the sake of suffering. My body is on the verge of death. While desperately wanting to die, I frantically wish to continue living. Well, that contradiction! Men of older times called it hell. How wonderful I can hear the silver-colored song. To be honest, I didn't want to die. Oh, God. Oh, shit. For a long time, she's in the state of suspended animation. I hear something. Click, click. It sounds like pebbles hitting each other and somehow rhythmical, reminding me of a lively polka. With an absent mind, I listen only to that sound. Where am I? I can't remember. No, I don't feel like remembering. My indolence is embarrassing. It's ridiculous how I'm awake, but my mind and will are still asleep. I'm awake. I strain my lumbering head and limbs and crack the whip out of my mullish body. Pushing my arms downwards, I slightly prop up my body that was lying face down. I seem to be on a couch. How long have I been sleeping? When I try to recall where I am in the first place, my forehead is struck by severe pain. I feel dizzy. It's almost like a morning after a bout of heavy drinking. I have a bad habit of showing off by drinking all night despite being a weak drinker, but luckily there isn't a trace of alcohol inside me. While still mentally unfocused and unsteady, I check my surroundings. I ought to be in a mansion. I don't recognize it. I can't recall why I'm here and why I have been asleep until now. Click, click, click. The sound continues. There's no clock. It's pitch black outside. My gut is telling me it's past midnight. Inside there's... No, I can't see it at all. Not only do my arms and legs feel heavy, my vision has also been weakened, it appears. I know the layout of the room, but it's too blurry for me to get a good view of it. Still, I attempt to grasp my current situation and finally... Avenger! I finally notice... Oh, wait, oh no, not Avenger. Is it... No, this is, Darn it. I might have... It's that dude. I finally noticed that in front of me, someone is sitting in the black face... with his black back face towards me. Jesus Christ. A man? It is too dark for my weakened vision, so I can't quite make it out. I love that Bosset VA also did Muyuki from You and Me and Her, a love story. She is an excellent VA. Maybe I should watch that. I can still tell that it is the shadow of a man. The man is sitting and looking downward. He is in a reading posture and pays no notice to me. It looks as if he is engrossed with something. What is he holding? What is he doing? I slowly push myself up and look at his hands. It was easier for my arms and legs to recover than it was for my mental ability and vision. Once I start moving, my mobility will increase the more I move. It's not a book he's occupied with. It is, I believe, a picture puzzle. A simple game, with the picture broken up into 16 pieces. One of the pieces is removed, and the rest are shuffled and then moved into the open block to bring it back into the original picture, I think. It's an amusement aimed at children that everybody has picked up at least once. It's a VN I totally recommend if you like experimental stuff. Nitro Plus doing art. Okay, it's a visual novel. He is still occupied with the puzzle. I stopped looking at him and raised myself up to a seating position on the sofa. Oh shit. He says as if he were an old friend of mine. Ah! I'm startled by my mumbled voice.
なんだよ。まだ寝てんのかあんた。ほら、いい加減目を覚ませよ。目が死んでるぜ。いつもの生真面目さはどこ行った？
He laughs viciously. His voice is irritating, but I don't feel any anger. Stunned, I look at him in confusion.
私はどうして？
That question came first. No matter how hard I try, I can't remember why I had even been asleep. He furrows his eyebrows, odd, considering I can't see very well, and points to the corner of the room. There is an old, dull mirror in the corner.
自分で確認しろよ。あんたは何でも自分一人でできるんだから。
No shit. Let's go. I walk up to the mirror on unsteady feet. There isn't any lighting, and the pale moonlight sharpens the darkness. There's a cloudy mirror abandoned for many years in this godforsaken mansion. In it, looking at me stunned, is unmistakably myself. My voice slips out. This doesn't make any sense. Why am I startled at seeing the body that I had grown up with for more than 20 years? Dark red hair and eyes. An unlikable figure, useful only for intimidating others. An armor of male attire that denies any femininity. This is me, the same old me, the same plain old Bazette Fraga McRimmets, who also doesn't get enough Rule 34 at that. And yet, I am still startled. I can feel that there is something wrong with the figure shown in the mirror. As if there is something extra, and as if something that ought to be there is missing. Just as that paradoxical notion entered my mind.
落ち着いたか？なら手っ取り早く殺しに行こう。お互いやられっぱなしは性に合わねえだろ、マスター。
Oh shit. With that one word, he erased the small doubt that something was out of place. Master. Why had I forgotten that word? The battle for a miracle, 7 magi putting their lives on the line, the master of the ultimate familiar wielding the Holy Grail. That is why I am here. To participate in the great ritual known as the Holy Grail War of this Asian island country. The Holy Grail is the holy artifact set to grant the wishes of its master, but there is yet to be one who has obtained the true Holy Grail. It is ultimately no more than a legend. The Holy Grail summoned in Fuyuki is an imitation based on its legend. on this legend rather. However, though it may not be the original, as long as it is a powerful artifact that grants wishes, it is called a Holy Grail. To the Magi, the matter of true and false is a lesser value. The main concern is whether or not the imitation is powerful. In that case, the Holy Grail in Fuyuki could be said to be of great concern.
かの地にて召喚される第726号聖杯は新作となる可能性が秘められている。我らが理想とする秩序に基づき、これを人の世より隔離せよ。
That was the decision of the Mages Association, an organization's self-defense body for the concealment of magic. The Holy Grail War of this land is a competition between Magi. There's a limit to the number of participants. The association has only allowed one seat. The person to be chosen was one who was a specialist in combat. A person that was suited to use magic not for the sake of academia, but as a weapon. It is a Far Eastern island country's ritual, one that has nothing to do with the faction struggles within the association, as nothing but a nuisance. A battle where defeat is not allowed, but victory would bring no glory. I was selected for that very battle. This meant using an artifact passed down within my family as a summoning catalyst for my servant. Carrying the burden of the prestige and trust of the association and the means to fight, I departed.
我々はわずかな不安も抱かない。
Alright.
そうだろうバゼット・フラガ・マクレミッツ。君は優秀な魔術師だ。こと戦闘において君の右に出る者はいない。いては君の立場が危うくなるから。
What is this voice actor? Laughing spitefully, they saw me off. As they said, it was only in combat that they had absolute faith in me, as well as the derision. The tradition carrier gods hold her. The other name I'm called by, an ability in magic making use of the old blood passed down in my lineage that determined who I am.
そうだ。私はマスターとして聖杯戦争に参加した。
To fight in and win the war as a magus for the association. That is my mission. That alone should have been my mission. Oh shit. But why? I have a vague feeling that I was looking for something other than the Holy Grail. Something. Or someone. If that was the case, there may have been someone I wanted to meet more than getting the Holy Grail. I can't remember. What happened to me in the last few days? I know who I am, but what happened later? What happened since I came to Fuyuki is a blur. I remember joining the battle as a master. I remember patrolling the city with my servant. But there are still many blanks. The last few days, that's right. My memories of everything that has happened since I came to the city has been clouded. Where have I been sleeping? Why have I been sleeping in this house in the first place?
おい、いつまでもボケっとしてんじゃねえぞ。
Oh shit.
時間もねえんだ。さっさと片付けに行こうぜ。
Alright. Whatever you say, Angermine you. The figure that is speaking to me, he is a servant, a being given form from the summoning of a legendary hero, what is called a heroic spirit. They are the most powerful familiars that a human can control. There is a path between master and servant to supply magical energy. My magical energy, or to be more direct, my life energy, is what powers that servant. I can tell that my body is acting as the wedge that pins this servant to this plane of existence. He is definitely my servant. But still, was this the servant I summoned? Oh, Hollow, I need to drop out. See you later. I loved your Modest Mouse video, by the way. Thank you. Have a good one, man. Have a good one, El Canal Weeaboo. Have a good one.
お前は私のサーバントなのか。
You my servant? I ask while struggling with this headache.
Huh?
Say what? The servant rose up and now start staring at me, finally noticing that something is amiss.
あんたさ、その様子からするとまだ本調子じゃねってこと？
No shit. I mean, the shadow sways almost like a frame. I can feel it in my guts. This man may be my servant, but is certainly not on my side. Is a sort of wild animal that would kill his master to become free as soon as he gets the chance. The relationship between master and servant is not based on trust, whether among employer and employee. It is only a relationship of cooperation based on mutual gains and losses. Letting down one's guard, showing even the slightest weakness means risking being stabbed in the back at this very instant.
おい、心配して相棒様が聞いてるんだぜ。答えるのが筋ってもんじゃねえの？
そうですね。正直に言うと、私の性能は低下しています。運動に支障はありませんが、意識に混乱が見られます。特に昨日の記憶が曖昧だ。
There's no benefit in hiding the cloudiness of my memory. I looked back at the servant to reveal my current disorder. However, I didn't reveal what had to be hidden. I cannot tell him that my vision was weakened, nor that my memory is not vague, but rather missing. These are my current weaknesses. If I told him, that servant would immediately bear his fangs at me. The best I can do is behave normally while getting information from the servant and trying to recover my memory.
記憶が曖昧？俺を呼んでおいて何も分かってない。聖杯戦争のことも自分が誰かも分からないっての。
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
おいおい待てよ。勘弁してくれ。それじゃあズブの素人と組んだ方がいくらかマシじゃねえか。
Oof.
自分が何者なのかははっきりしています。あなたを召喚したことも、マスターとして聖杯戦争に参加したことも覚えている。例えば、どうして私がここで眠っていたのか、どうもよく思い出せない。
I don't know, maybe you just had one too many and crashed. Without showing any signs of weakness, I tell him the truth. Whether it worked or not, the taint of suspicion that the servant had been carrying grew fainter.
質問を返しますが、私はどうしてここで眠っていたのか。
なんでかって。そんなもん俺が知るが。
Oh, come on, you know.
この洋館を隠れ家にするって言ったのはあんただし、俺を召喚してすぐ疲れたから休むって言ったのもあんただ。
Wow.
そのあたり覚えてないのか？
Is he really telling the truth? Probably not. I don't trust you, dude. I don't trust you. Yes, before coming to Fuyuki, I did investigate suitable safe houses as potential bases at the association. Among the ones I checked, yes, this mansion should have been one of those. My mind grows hazy. When I try to recall what happened, I start to feel faint. I shouldn't push myself too hard right now. I have to hear what happened from the
こ
servant.
の洋館を隠れ家にすると決めたのは私でしょう。それには覚えがあります。
Oof.
そしてあなたを召喚した。
I remember distinctly that this happened. I did form a contract with the servant in this mansion.
そうそう。で、すぐに眠ったんだよあんたは。名前だけ名乗って私が起きるまで行動するななんて言いやがった。
Oof.
おかげでこっちはたまりまくりだ。殺し合いに呼ばれたってのに、なんだってお預け食らってなきゃなんねえのかね。
Only my name? No, more importantly, what this servant is saying is dangerous. It is very reassuring that he loves fighting, but it will be a problem if he loves it more than is
待
necessary.
ちなさい。確認しますが、私たちは基本的な戦闘方針すら話し合っていなかったのですか？
ないよ。きっと必要なかったんだ。あんたは事前にこの町を調べていたろうし、俺だって聖杯戦争がどんなものか 呼び出された時点で頭に叩き込まれてる。
Okay.
要はより早く効率的に手段を選ばず他のマスターどもを殺していけばいいって話じゃんか。
By the way, is this a long visual novel? Like, in general? Holy shit.
恐ろしい顔するなあんた。そう睨むなよ、おっかねえじゃん。何？俺気に障ることでも言った？
ええ、あなたとは相互理解が必要なようですね。私のサーバントがそんな考えなしでは腹が立つ。
Alright.
私は教会を代表する魔術師であって猛術使いになる気はありませんから。
Master of a wild animal, huh? I stare and try to intimidate him. Whatever, said the servant, averting his eyes.
ま、相互理解はできないと思うけど。
He mutters as if it doesn't concern him.
いいさ。で、何？教会の代表様はどんな戦いがお好みで？
ことは隠密に無駄な戦いは行いません。まずは敵マスターの調査を優先。今回の聖杯戦争がどういったものかを把握した後、倒すべき順番を考慮し撃破に移行します。
Okay. Verse, then proceed defeating each Magus one by one. Those were the orders received from the association. First, I have to gather information on the three families that administer the Holy Grail War: Einsburn, Tosaka, and Makiri. Afterwards, then, wait, an investigation of the remaining three masters will proceed afterwards. It may be possible to convince Magi to abandon their master status. There also may be the other outstanding Magi who ought to be taken into custody by the association. Besides, to act without proper information is an embarrassment for a Magus of the association.
は？使いっ走りの犬じゃあるまいし。敵は見つけたら殺せよマスター。結局は潰し合う同業だ。出会ったら最後、逃げられないし逃がさないものだろうが。
I didn't need him to tell me that. I feel the same way, but I can't disobey the orders of the association.
従いなさい。教会は神秘を隠匿するための組織です。下手な騒ぎはできません。それに無秩序に戦えば一般人に犠牲が出てしまう。
Yep, pretty much. Nothing matters
聖杯の
to
入手は
him.
絶対条件ですが、町の人間を巻き込むことは極力避けるべきだ。
This is not only a matter of the Mages Association. The Holy Church also has involvement in the Holy Grail War. Should any damage be brought to the city, they will vigorously move in to conceal it to ensure the smooth continuance of the ritual. There is a limit to this, however. Last time, in the fourth war, there was a master that killed indiscriminately and daily. The priests monitoring viewed the master as an enemy and penalized him severely.
それは手段を選ぶってことかな。俺には思いつかないが、勝ち残るための一環として殺しはしない方がいいとか。
勝ち残るためではありません。私とて魔術師です。必要であれば手は下します。ですが、それでも人として最低限守るべきものがあるでしょう。
ああ、そりゃなんつうか。
He sounds unenthusiastic. The servant apathetically breathes out and...
あんたさ、霊術使ってくんない？
Oh shit. Why?
私には逆らうな、みたいな。そうしないと、あんたを真っ先に殺しそうだわ。
Uh-oh. Rutrow! Oh boy. Don't do that, man. Don't do it. I gulp. He is serious. He doesn't care about what would happen next. The rule of cooperating with a master for his own protection doesn't apply to him. This bastard is seriously aiming for my throat. The servant told me to use a command spell to stop him. 3 absolute rights of order that a master has. Powerful spells given by the Holy Grail. A master's trump card that can only be used 3 times, but ensures that any command is followed. For that reason, I answer immediately.
断ります。飼い犬に命令される主人などいないし、飼い犬に殺される者など主人ではありません。あなたは私のサーバントだ。あなたがどう動くか、あなたがいつ死に挑むかは私が決める。
Sure you are, lady. I forced back his bloodlust with my own. No matter what, if I used the command spell for something as frivolous as this, I had no future in this war. I clench my right fist and start carving runes into the floor with my heel to be able to intercept an assault at any time.
なるほどね。なら考え方を変えてみるか。オーケー。俺はあんたのサーバントだ。飼い主には従うよ。
Alright. There we go. He's still probably gonna kill you anyway, but you know, what's he gonna do? You got... I mean... I don't trust him. The servant gave in easily. It's... how should I put it? Anticlimactic. And my heart was still beating in excitement at the feeling that a battle was about to break out, so I should learn how powerful servants were.
なんだよ。それでも文句あんの?
Yeah, you threatened to kill her, dude.
いえ、問題はないけど。
No, but...
本当に私の言葉を理解しているのですか?
ああ、できるだけ死人は出すなってんだろ。それがマスターの方針ってことは理解したよ。ね、他にはまだ言っておくことってあるか?
There are many things I want to say in detail, but I have nothing else to say regarding a general plan. The rest I can do by giving orders depending on the situation.
なら行こうぜ。いい加減ここにいるのも飽き飽きだ。
The servant prods me to go out. I am still physically unstable, but I am curious about what is going on outside. And anyway, sleeping for such a long time, I want to move around freely a bit.
わかりました。細かい方針は状況に応じて変えていきましょう。
Okay. I regain myself. For the time being, I'll have Roch behind. I'll leave Roch behind. What's... Roch or Rock? I don't know. There are limits to that sword, and I can't use it fully in my current state. After I locate the other masters, I can think about who to use it on.
しかしね、できるだけ死人は出すなか。いいね。そうできたら最高かもな。
The servant repeats cheerfully.
含みがあるのなら言いなさい。私の方針に意見があるなら、ここで型をつけましょう。
Okay.
だから理解したって。おっかねえからあんたとはまだやり合わねえよ。けどさ、それは無理なんだマスター。死人を出さないとか周りを巻き込まないとか関係ないよ。
Alright.
あんたがどう頑張ったところでこの町は4日間しか持たない。
How's it gonna last longer than 4 days no matter how hard you try? Oh, he knows something. You know something, huh?
なんで
4 days.
すって。
外に出ればわかる。とっくにそんな状況じゃねえってな。この町の人間は日々溢れ出してる得体の知れない連中にどんどん減らされていってるんだから。
Oh.
得体の知れない連中ですって。そんなバカな。あなた、私の記憶が曖昧だからとつまらない狂言を。
外に出ればわかる。百聞は一見にしかずだ。
Fair enough. It is. The servant stifles his laughter. As I stand bewildered, the black shadow takes my hand and starts walking.
さあ、聖杯戦争を続けよう。バゼットフラガマクレミッツ。今度こそ君の望みを見つけるために。
Alright, let's go out, baby. Oh shit, the house was built on top of a high hill. It lies hidden within a forest separated from any human habitation. My head aches. I had thought that breathing the outside air would clear myself more or less, but instead the cold night air only clouds my thoughts further.
どうしたマスター？まだ外に出るのは早かったか？
The servant pokes fun at me. I shake my head and keep going. My mind is still sluggish. The bright moonlight seems to be the source of my distortion. Look at that frickin' moon, though. Oh, fuck. If I saw that, I would piss myself. Bright moonlight seems to be my source of... What moonlight? What the fuck? Look at that fucking... Look at that shit. I would kill myself if I saw that. Dude. Looks horrible. Looks horrible. It's quiet. Oh, I think I missed dialogue. The bright moonlight seems... Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Of course, it's past 2 a.m., but the city is abnormally silent even for this time. It slightly resembles my own hometown. The port town I spent childhood in. At night, the tide would come into the town and people would shut themselves in their houses as if they were afraid. The empty city was almost like a ship sunk at the bottom of the ocean, prompting a younger me to want to run away from that place. I must have felt that everybody could have forgotten that I existed, even if I had stayed like that at the bottom of the ocean. I couldn't help thinking about the old gods that nobody remembered anymore, sharing the same cursed fate. Oh. And now Fuyuki's being submerged into the ocean depths too. The atmosphere is different from the one I remember. It is too quiet. It might as well be an abandoned city. Regardless, any presence of life is evident. I could feel almost countless numbers of creatures breathing. Surrounding me is an aura that I have never felt before. Mysterious things, is what my servant said. I don't want to admit it, but it seems that there's credibility to what he says. Oh shit. Oh, wonder what's that? We have been walking for some 2 hours. The servant stops in his tracks, and is now gazing at a particular residence.
すげえな。この辺りは見て回ったんだが、まだ残っていやがったか。
He speaks with an impressed tone. The house he is looking at is nothing more than a regular building. If there's anything that distinguishes it from the other residences, it is the one fact that the lights were on.
あんたはそこにいろ。まだ本調子じゃねえんだろ。一足先に俺が様子を
Oh shit, take a look first. What the fuck? The servant starts walking towards it on his own accord. I try to chase after him. Pathetically, I am thrown off by the moonlight. Oh, fudge. Oh shit, I gotta be honest here. I can't speak for other servants, but see, me? I didn't feel like doing this from the get-go. High-level magic, the summoning of beings purified into the high level of legends and giving a form to make them make them familiars. That's what servants are. Not something so cheap as to just borrowing a piece of the power of the hero experience. No, it's actually a projection of the guy himself. A resurrection just for the Holy Grail. A clone with a short lifespan. A guardian of humanity reborn into the modern era. Sounds nice and dandy. Autonomous weapons are pretty convenient, right? Except replicating even what's on the inside is going to be a little too far, don't you think? A familiar being able to think doesn't do anyone any good. That goes double for servants. Suppose there's a familiar more powerful than its master. Now let's say it can think for itself. There's no reason why it won't revolt. I was lucky enough to be summoned by a master that was my type of woman. Personally, I'm satisfied with her, but it looks like I'm gonna be doing the same disobeying. Why? Why not? I might not have any complaints about the boss. but I've got a hell of a lot to say about about society. I feel like shit. Like I was left hanging in the morgue. I sort of remember this part. I wonder... Oh shit. Back when I was alive, the world was still lively. Nowadays, it's old dying. I've got a few 100 million years left before it kicks the bucket, and it's too late to do anything about it. Being one of those fellows that knew what she was like back in the old days, it wouldn't be right to not be a little angry about her current predicament and all that. Of course, it was pretty obvious that she'd be clean dry one of these days, but damn, that was fast. Now, there's a part of me that's got to hate my own species for that filthiness, but another part of me wants to pat them on the back at the same time. The power of humanity is incredible. Oh, how morals have come and gone in the blink of an eye. Makes me wonder just how many new generations of humanity have been born and how many have been wiped out. Given how fast they are, it's too bad how they haven't come up with a kind of evolution that it's environmentally friendly. I've got to hand it to them, hominids. They sure did a great job in amplifying a ready-made system instead of finding a new kind of cycle. But that means there's no future ahead. So if they can buy a little more time, it'd be nice if they come up with some new kind of improvement and keep going. They've already gone to all the trouble of destroying this much. Where do we want to go? Why have we exhausted the land? Was this good? Was this bad? I want results that anyone can understand. Even if the answer is that it was a failure, I don't mind one bit.
ほんと。他の連中はどう思ってんのかね。
Those of heroic spirit status must have feelings of animosity towards the Sarah. Then again, heroic spirits are supposed to be humanity's side, so that would mean they'd approve of whatever result humanity brings about, just like how I do the opposite of that. Let's say there was this godlike absolute being as a force of good. Let's say he was summoned here in this day and age. Now, what would he do? Would he approve of it? Would he act to protect us? If he approves, we face extinction. If he protects us, he'll watch on. A sane heroic spirit would choose the latter. One of the few screws loose would happily lend a hand, and another would only screw left and get excited by making the world a better place. Something like, I'm going to save the world, baby! Wow, I don't even want to meet that kind of guy, let alone fight him. Now as for me, there's only one thing I can do either way. I may be a heroic spirit, but I'm not that strong. Take a look at all the legends in the world and you still won't find anybody weaker than me. Yay, I'm number 1! You're damn lucky, Master. Can't get any lower than this. Easy to make up a battle plan, since all there is to do is think about how to take on the strong. I don't want to think about it, but there's a good chance that lady's stronger than me in pure fighting ability. A heroic spirit getting his ass kicked by a human? Oh boy, I want to disappear.
だよな。正直いただけねえわ。あの女。
Don't cause any deaths, that's what she said. That's the way to go, a lady magus of the house of whatever. Can't expect a finer strategy that reeks of sheltered girl on honor roll. Fitting sense of pure humanity for a master. But hey, I can't do that. All I can do is kill. Honestly, a bloodless victory is a pain in the ass. I'm already the weakest. I'm not going to be winning if I'm a goody two-shoes. This thing does have war in the name, so we ought to be relying on slaughter techniques that man has so painstakingly developed. Servants are one thing, but masters are humans. It'd be way easier to take them out with mines and explosions like the last time.
ま、今はそんな時代じゃないけどな。
Yep, I guess.
物騒な時期だったからな。命の扱いは安かったんだが。
This time, things are different. The Mages Association is watching oh so painstakingly close, plus the system of public safety that modern man has created is not too shabby. If I run wild, the other masters will figure out where Buzzette is. Now, I don't mind finishing off a horde of people nice and fast, but consecutive fighting on consecutive nights is going to exhaust me, so I want to avoid that. On that point, the part on Buzzette's strategy about not going overboard is fine with me, so I'll try my best to follow the master's plan like a good servant would. Well then, with that out of the way, let's turn back to what we have now.
何をするつもりだお前は。
Oh, he's going to kill somebody. Ignoring my hesitant master's voice, I'm heading into the house. I don't have time to bother checking. The fact that the lights are on means that there are live humans inside. Unfortunately, I don't have any human or heat detecting abilities. My servant skills can be summed up as nothing. But that's okay. What's inside there is human. Oh shit. I dematerialize myself and pass through the front door. I manifest my weapon and go towards the people living in the living room. Let's finish this, fast and cruel like always. Now, for all I know, there could be some accident like the strongest ultra-humanoid in all of human history is inside and has powers that surpass a heroic spirit. No problem whatsoever. I may be the weakest, but I can defeat the most powerful human being. Why? Because it's not something to brag about, but when it comes to dealing with humans, I'm the strongest. Blood splashes up in the air. The inhabitants are dead. One middle-aged man, 2 boys, 1 granny, 1 old man holding a blood-stained knife. Oh, he's still alive. The hell? What a letdown. By the time I broke in, it was already over. His breath is ragged and heavy. The mad culprit who massacred those 4. He doesn't pay any attention to me, probably because he wants to take out the last geezer. The geezer backed himself up to the wall and is desperately shaking his head. The murder scene and method are pretty grisly to look at. The bodies are ravaged beyond recognition. Blood, flesh, and entrails are splendidly scattered about. The choking stench of life, a living space splattered here and there, the end roll for the Brady Bunch. Tch, damn clean for a murder scene. Not one little flaw after all, it was a murder for murder's sake. No robbing, no raping, no oh shit, I said the word, did I? No hungering, not one bit of that there, holy fuck, I said the word YouTube hates. Too bad, old man. I'll save him since he asked. Oh god, it's a genocide. Since it was a surprise blow from behind, the murderer is killed easily. After that, I'm back to my regular job. Okay, sure. Oof. By the time I ran into that house, it was all over. There are 5 corpses in the living room. I'm able to tell by what appears to be 5 heads severed from the nose. It is a slaughter scene so grotesque that I could not have determined how many there are through any other means. Oof. The servant says while standing idly in a pool of fresh blood. In the servant's clenched hand is a warped dagger. A form that seems to be a mix of fangs and claws of a beast. It is meant to be gripped backhanded. I have never seen a weapon that looked so different to use. So that weapon is his noble phantasm, his symbol as a heroic spirit.
おっかないぜマスター。そう睨むな。どうだ？一つ状況説明でもするか？
必要ありません。凶器と傷跡は一致しています。
The shadow laughs in agreement. There's no need to investigate any further. The situation told me that the cause of this tragedy was the servant.
私からの質問は一つです。なぜ殺したのですか？
He wanted to. Well, that's why.
なぜって、これもあんたのためだぜ。俺は当たりを探しているだけだ。一人一人調べるのも、一人一人殺していくのも変わらない。
Oof. I mean, can't argue with that. Can't argue with that logic.
要は目撃者を作らなければいいんだろ？ならよ、こうして潰していけば、いつかマスターに出会えるぜ。
Sure.
お前は。
This guy, he hadn't listened to anything I said. I was prepared to accept some sacrifices once I went into battle. I'm a magus and I'm no different from a murderer. However, still, I never desired this kind of meaningless sacrifice.
お前は人を殺すことが楽しいのか？
あ？バカ言うな。俺だって好きでやってるわけじゃねえ。こうして求められた以上、自分にできることをやっただけだぜ。
Okay.
さ、人型をしてるからって勘違いするなよ、マスター。サーバントってのは、つまるところこういうもんじゃないのか？
質問に
Sure.
答えていない。私は人を殺すのが楽しいのかと聞いたのです。
I glare at the servant. Holding that warped dagger, the servant.
とりわけ何も。第一、殺しちゃ楽しめねえだろ。いろいろ。
Oh, hey. First off, if I killed them, I missed out on a lot of fun I could be having with them. Oh. I probably know what you mean. He directed a repugnant laugh as if he wanted me to share in his amusement.
貴様、それでも英霊か。
I can't restrain myself. It's strange that I've seen people with him countless times, yet without any reason, I feel disgust at this man's way of life. It somehow feels as if this man alone must not be forgiven.
あんたこそ、殺し合いが向かないんならマスターになんざなるな。しらけるんだよ、実際。つまんねえ。せっかくの賞が台無しだぜ。喜んでもらえると期待してたのにさ。
Well, it didn't, you dingus.
そう。悪いけど、その期待には最後まで応えられない。今確信したわ。私たちは反りが合わない。あなた。
Oh, you are the type of person I hate the most. Okay. I turned my hostility towards my own servant. I direct hatred similar to annoyance at the person I have to gain trust from first. I'm not acting right. The immaturity of showing my feelings and hating someone should have been discarded long ago.
へえ。いいね。
That's fine.
俺も基本的にあらゆるものが気に入らない。下手に気を許されるとイラつくんで、それぐらいがちょうどいい。こういうのも気が合うっていうのかね。
The servant shows no signs of caring. I hate him, and he doesn't think anything of me. So, there will be no cause for friction, even if we despise each other, as we have no plans to
け
bond.
どさ、あんたは割と好きな部類に入る。
How so, dude? Except, he's just said something odd.
なぜですか？あなたはあらゆるものが気に入らないのでしょ？マスターとして、あなたがどのようなサーバントかは理解できる。あなたの方向性は、人間を好むものではない。
とりあえずいいわ。
Well, for now, I'll just say that you're my type of
思
woman.
い抱いてるんだ。
Okay. Got some affection for her, huh?
私が女だからという理由ですか？
Yeah.
女じゃなくていい女。あんたさ、えらくそう。
Ooh. Oh,
体つきも好みなんだが、優等生なところとか、一般論を守ろうとしてるところとか、みっともなさすぎて見ていられない。
Okay.
わかる？こんな単一機能を発揮しただけの仕事じゃなく、何らかの意味を持って殺したくなるぐらい、 あんたは俺を欲情させてるってこと？
This dude's into necrophilia. Why am I not surprised? The shadow laughs. The intent flows in through our connected path, so dense I can physically feel it. This servant isn't lying. He hates all things. By nature, he sees everything as an object to kill without any reason or reward. There can be no other explanation. Not for this pure hatred that can turn into a curse without having to use the incendiary device of magic just by existing. But that leaves me with questions. For someone with such bloodlust as him to not kill me earlier doesn't make any sense.
先ほどの話ですが、あなたはまず私を殺すと言い、それを抑えた。私に欲情しているあなたが例樹なしで、どうやって私への欲求を抑えたのですか？
Ooh.
ああ、あんたはマスターだからな。あんたは人間じゃないってさっきルールを作ったところ。
Right.
要するにこの世で唯一殺す気になれない生き物になったってわけ。見てくれは女だけど中身は人間じゃないっつが、攻略対象外の生物にカテゴライズしたんだよ。
That was direct. For some reason, I find his answer incredibly hurtful.
私を人間扱いしないと？
I've heard people say before that I'm boring or that I'm not charming, but this has to be the first time I wasn't treated like a woman. Oh no. He said as a human being that he is how it is now, but that is how it sounded to me. Okay, Jesus Christ.
信用できねえか？最大限の情報なんだぜ。こんなの最初で最後の特例なんだぞ。くそ、頭くるな。こっちは本気なのに。はいはい、そうですか。形のないものは見えませんか。しょうがない。こういうのなら信用できる？
So he interpreted my silence as suspicion. He tears out a page of a notepad from the blood-soaked desk and writes something on it. What is it?
これあげる。誰かに譲ったりしないように。
Shit. Certificate of exemption from murder. Valid until the end of the Holy Grail War. In well-written Japanese. Fuck, dude. Okay.
これは。
何って人間じゃない証明書。これなら誰が見てもあんたは攻略対象外ってわかるだろ。
Sure, dude. Good for you, he says, pushing the piece of paper into my hands. Yes, my judgment was correct. The servant and I are hopelessly doomed to not get along. Oh, God. We cannot afford to stay at the murder scene forever. Hurriedly, we leave the residence behind. I have my complaints with my servant acting without my permission, but it is already too late. By continuing to argue with him, the only thing that would result is further mistrust. However, there is one thing I feel that is strange about him. I cannot trust his servant. Masters and servants are linked. Because of that, I can feel that he is fundamentally the kind that enjoys murder and completely kills his opponent ruthlessly, no matter who or what. He is my complete opposite. I complete my missions without leaving room for personal feelings. However, this servant does so only with personal feelings. He operates only on the emotion of wanting to kill people. But despite that...
なんだ？よそに行くんじゃないのか、マスター。それともあれか？ここで異常を聞きつけてきたマスターどもをはめ殺すかい？
そんな見えすいた罠にかかる魔術師はいませんし、戦闘は第2段階からです。まずは調査からと言ったでしょう。
いや、結構いそうだぜ、間抜けなルーキーは。例えば、夜の巡回に精を出して勝手に死んでそうなやつとかな。
I mean, Shiro and Saber do that later on.
下調べなんてやってたら他の連中に食われるってのがわからねえんだよ。ほんと富士の善人だねありゃ。
Oof. I ignore my servant's chatter and walk ahead. And yet, despite all of his negative points, I don't feel that this servant is unpleasant. Really? I mean, I would think he is unpleasant at this time. He is the kind of human being that I despise the most. I cannot tolerate him on any level. So why is it that I can't completely hate him? Because you're a sociopath. I close my eyes and focus on our link. In exchange for the flowing magical energy, sometimes I feel something very refreshing. A feeling of homesickness rubbing against the heart, a prayer resembling longing. How hollow. That void tells me something. I don't understand the clear reason why, but it tells me that the servant will never betray me. It tells me that he will lend his chaotic will to grant my wish. Maybe. We resume our patrol. This night we focus our investigation on Shinto. The Shinto investigation ends in about 2 hours. We were unable to detect any traces of magi. In addition, the presence of the mysterious things the servant mentioned was confirmed. A part of me finds it hard to believe, but Fuyuki has indeed completely changed. All over I can feel an unusual presence. It is as if we were always being watched. The city has begun to come apart at the seams ever so slightly. On a different note, while there are many traces of magical energy, there are absolutely no signs of magic being performed, which would mean that this isn't the work of a master gathering magical energy. The only feasible possibility is that there is something feeding on the inhabitants of this city, unrelated to the war. No master would benefit from this. Doing this would instead force a halt to the Holy Grail War.
そうか。聖杯戦争を聞きつけた外来の魔術師なら。
That would mean there is a magus desired the Holy Grail, but was not chosen as a master. Perhaps out of a twisted desire for vengeance, he is trying to disrupt the ritual. Another possibility was, he made a contract with another association to disrupt the Holy Grail War. Regardless, it is obvious that there is an 8th magus in Fuyuki.
8人目
An 8th one.
もう一人邪魔者が増えたってのか
Yeah.
断言はできませんが、その確率が高い。私の知らない魔術師が第5次聖杯戦争に介入しようとしているのは確かだ。
Does she know? She doesn't know.
その魔術師の目的は分かりませんが。
He was starting off by breaking the rules of the Holy Grail War. It may be best to think of him not just as my enemy, but as the enemy of all of masters.
そいつどんなやつ
直接的な戦闘に自信がなく、広範囲の結界使いを得意としている。攻めより守りが向いているのでしょう。正しく魔導を学んではいませんね。黒魔術とドルイド思想が混同されている。
Right?
そういうんじゃなくてさ、強いか弱いかって話。
魔術師としてのスキルは初歩です。ですが、
The remaining magical energy traces were extremely dense. Magical energy is only fuel to activate magic. By itself, it has no effect. However, there are cases when it can leave behind a form, only limited to those times when magical energy itself bears traits similar to magic. For example, I have heard that the Ironsburns gave a personality to their Holy Grail. If that personality has magical energy, then it naturally possesses the magical trait of wish granting. Since its vital activity and its functions to the Holy Grail are likely directly connected to each other, it should be able to perform miracles resembling magic merely by releasing magical energy. The incarnated demon spoken of by the church Holy Church also fall into this category. There are those that were created as demons rather than as life forms can use higher level magic than humans. As magi, our magic circuits are nothing more than pseudo-nerves, an ability that was added later behind our nervous system. However, demons have no need for those. All their organic functions merely serve the purpose of invoking the demonic. I hear the church calls these true demons. Different from imposters that don a hide of human concepts to become a unique identity, they are genuine demons that the Lord has commanded before man that would name them, or so I hear.
何にせよ、厄介な介入者のようです。つまらない行動原理の魔術師なら取るに足りませんが、教会に雇われたフリーランスだとしたら侮れない。
Oh shit.
そういえば、前回の聖杯戦争で勝ち残ったのは
A freelance magus hired by the Einsburns. His name was Kiritsugu Emiya. A combat magus called in by the Einsburns, who had retired from the front lines by the time I had been assigned to sealing missions. Our occupations have the tendency to intrude on each other's territory. Had he still been active, I would likely have fought him numerous times. While the situation is becoming more unstable, I can't change my policy just because of one more enemy. I'll proceed with an investigation of all the masters causing as little damage to the people of the city as possible. The problem is what to do next. It is obvious that my servant's abilities are low ranking. In a straight-out fight on pure ability, he will eventually exhaust himself and lose. I have to think of an order of who to fight, but I know very well who our final opponent ought to be. The lineage of Holy Grails, Einsburn. It had been said that they have prepared the most powerful master for this year. In the past, I have fought a homunculus created by the Einsburns. Being a failed creation facing disposal, it ran away from the Einsburn territory and survived by scraping out a meager existence in a human city. It was responsible for destroying it, but the results were bitter. But even considering that at the time I was still inexperienced and the Einsburn produced homunculus was tougher than any magi, the same Einsburns have produced a master for this battle that they believe to be the most powerful. In all honesty, I can't even begin to see any chance of victory at this stage. Until I discovered that what tricks the enemy has up their sleeves fighting against the Einsburns is suicidal. In the forest of the outskirts of the city lies the old castle that the Einsburns control. The day we invade that forest will most likely be the day my Holy Grail War will end. Okay, so don't worry, we're almost at the end of this particular arc here. The last place we come to is the hilltop graveyard for foreigners. I suppose it's because of the Einsburns casting a shadow over my mind. I feel weak, disoriented from a headache. I really didn't want to come here.
どうしたマスター？考え事か？
Yeah, she does. My unease must have shown on my face. My servant is actually showing concern for my health. I allow myself to be taken in by this sudden consideration.
つまらない質問ですが、あなたは私が勝てると思いますか？
Nope. But I put into words that weak uncertainty that I try not to think about. Ooh, the servant's expression changes. Keeping his mouth twisted with sarcasm, he turns his back to me.
その不安はまだ早い。勝つか負けるかなんだ。何を倒すかを決めてからなんだが。
His voice is strained. He is bent forward like a beast with prey before his eyes.
ついてねえな。どうやら悠長に悩む時間はないみたいだぜ。
Okay, goddamn. He is grinning. What he sees is a master and servant. I feel a powerful flow of magical energy. The command spells on her left hand shine brightly. She is still young, but appears to possess wisdom that far surpasses my own.
はじめまして。ひなびた荒野の魔術師さん。
Oh shit, it's you! Thigh Lady!
どう？お互いの名を知る必要はあるかしら。
She is probably one of the from one of the great houses. Her eyes are full of derision. To her side is another figure. I cannot tell which class she belongs to, but the fact that a master brought her means she must be a servant. Or is she? Ooh, baby. Those dresses. Awooga. Anyway. I removed the leather gloves inscribed with the runes of protection from my chest pocket. I take them out along with something hard. Why was I carrying this earring? Why had I tucked it away so carefully? These questions rise to the surface, but now isn't the time for that. I put the gloves on. The girl waits politely for me to make my move. I regret not bringing rock with me. If I survive, I'll make sure to carry it, even if I am out only for investigations. Well, I shouldn't use my trump card immediately. Having it increases my range of my strategy.
敵の実力を測ります。あなたはサーバントの相手を。
I don't know. Something tells me this will go poorly. Not taking any care of what she would do, he rushed towards the girl's servant. And the two figures clash. I pass by the side and run towards the defenseless master.
名乗り上げる名さえ持たぬ田舎者でしたのね。よろしくてよ。
Look at this shot.
エーデルフェルトの手にかかることを名誉となさい。
Edelfelt's? Oh shit, baby! She fired a scatter of Gondor. A one-action spell preventing close combat. Her magecraft is a firearm in and of itself. This is a metaphor. Edelfelt, noble family of Finland, the Aura Scales. The same Edelfelt that produced many masters of the Gondor. This generation's young head was praised as the pride of their lineage, but now that I've seen how skilled she is, I can agree. I don't block the Gondor aimed at both sides of my thigh. I keep moving, parrying only the Gondor that would hit my upper body with my left fist.
素手で私のガンドを。
Yeah, kind of badass, I think. I move in. My right fist, lower to the base of my chest, strikes aimed at the side of her stomach where her kidneys are. Oh, shit! Oof. I am blown backwards. A figure appearing from behind her protects her from a body blow and repels me. What the fuck is going on? It's my waifu. A swordsman stands in my way. A servant. There's no denying it. That is a servant.
ならもう一人の少女。
Oh shit. Not good. The moment I look away to confirm the battle is over. Boom.
Saber!
Saber help. The other girl screams. Saber defeats my what? Okay, what the fuck's even going on? Oh, she's Saber Alter now. Saber defeats my servant just as the girl had ordered her to. How appallingly weak. With just one flash of steel, not even able to match sword against sword, my servant has his neck pierced and is already gone.
何よ、話にならないじゃない。
What the fuck?
顔が冷めたわ。セイバー、手っ取り早く。
What the fuck?
帰って熱いコーヒーを楽しみましょう。
Enjoy a hot cup of coffee? Saber likes coffee? Saber nods silently. Oh shit. Asset reuse. I'm defeated without being able to prepare my weapon. So this is Saber. This doesn't make any sense. The two girls are using a different saber.
下調べが足りなかったようね。エーデルフェルトの当主は常に姉妹だと。 あなたの耳には届かなかったのかしら。
Gee, no shit. Sisters. That is the magic trait of their bloodline. The normally abhorrent notion of having two successors was the reason they were called sisters. Then, the two of them are one master and summon two different sides of the same heroic spirit.
まず一人、私たちの手にかかることを光栄に、一番初めに倒されることを恥と知りなさい。残るマスターはこれであと5人ですわ。
Her voice echoed to the moon. Saber, silently, without showing any hint of emotion, thrusts her sword into my chest. My consciousness is being severed. The moon is cycling like a white skull. And thus comes the end of my Holy Grail War, once again. Losing sight of the ending without conclusion, the curtains fall. Oh no. Fudge cake. Next, Heaven's Feel Back Night 2. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Wait a minute, I think it's trying to play like the OP. And it's failing. Oh shit, I got an error! Yep, I got an error. It couldn't play the OP. Hold on a bit. I think there's like a patch that I have to install or something. Yeah, okay, it crashed. All because actually wait, hold on. A translation, Where's the hotfix? Vita OP error. Wait, hold on a bit. Okay, I'm going to have to restart this bit right here. Save data. Okay, let me install the patch, actually. God damn it. I just ran into this thinking you were either restart or there's a thing you gotta delete in the files depending on what you're using. Yeah, this thing can't. I think. Okay, I just installed the hotfix here. God damn it. God damn it, man. God fucking damn it. Hold on a bit. Let me. Shit. Okay, this my PC. Hello, Ataraxia. God damn it. It didn't save everything. Hold on a bit. Okay, let me just like skip through everything. So I already completed that our arc whole thing. Yeah. I gotta speedrun this whole thing. Fuck me, dude. Okay, hold on a bit. Let's see if it'll crash this time. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I gotta go through all this? Whatever. Okay, hold on. I gotta go through all this. Sorry about this, folks. Fan patches makes you want an official release so bad. Seriously, make an official release, Type Moon. God damn it. I mean, I'm glad that they're gonna release Face Day Night officially later this year, but you know, it's like one of those things that should have happened years ago. Good golly. Okay, let's go. Come on. Go on, baby. I got a lot to skip. At least it registered you're going through it enough to skip all this. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, fudge cake. Come on. Come on. You could do it. You can do it, baby. You don't skip fast enough, I guess. Fuck. There's so much dialogue. If this was a book, it'd be a big-ass book. It'd be a big-ass book. Ah, my arm. Trying to stretch over to the keyboard. Fuck. Woot. Woot. Two sabers in one go. Okay. Alright, let's freaking see if it'll crash this time. Oof. Blood Moon. Fevin's Feel, Back Night 2. Ah. Come on, baby. Will it go? Huh. Come on, dude. You can do it. I believe in you. Do I have to click? No? Oh my god. Did the hotfix not work? Hold on a bit. Let me see here. Vita Editions, Vita OP in-game. Vita. I mean, it's not showing me like an error, but at the same time, it's not doing anything. What is going on? Maybe I should just like show the Vita OP. Fucking let me show the Vita OP. Like on YouTube or some shit. It might get me like I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't get claimed or some shit. Actually, it might. It might get me a claim. But might get me a claim. But hopefully not a strike or something. Cuz I'm willing to like take a claim. But not a strike. So let me just show you this. It's beautiful, beautiful. Frickin' hold on a bit. Feed Hollow Ataraxia. No, that's not it. Actually, hold on. Jesus Christ, OBS, stop being a dick. Stop being a dickie. And be a winner. There we go. Let's see how does this look. Okay, let's play it. Play it, baby. Actually, let's lower the volume of the music. And show this beautiful, beautiful opening made by Ufotable. God, look at this fucking opening. Fate Hollow Ataraxia. The music is like Claim to Hell, but just enjoy. Let me mute it. Actually, let's enjoy the visuals. You can listen to the song if on your own time, I guess. So, oof. It makes you want an anime. It makes you want a full-blown fucking anime of this whole thing. Why the fuck don't we have an anime? There's a good reason, because Hollow Ataraxia is a very different compared to Stay Night. But still, it worked for me after I fiddled around with it, having only played the Vita OPs. You could try OG OPs in the scene player later. Hey Sean Busybody, hey, the frickin' let's just say Fate Hollow Ataraxia itself is being a dick on my end. It's being a total dicky ass. So we're just kind of showing off the OP on YouTube. God damn it makes you want a fucking anime with how good that shit is. Let's see here. Wait, did it crash? Yeah, okay, this thing's... let me turn off the Vita patch. Let me turn off the Vita patch. Let's restart this bitch. God, I hope it... Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, good. It's saved where I left off here. Hold on a bit. Let me restart. There we go. Start. Continue. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I know. I saw this. Let's play the regular opening. If it'll even play, will it even play? Come on. Come on, dude. What is up with the frickin' this fan patch? I don't know what's going on with it. It's just not working. Yeah, the video player, the movie player, is just not working. I would totally like to show off the regular OP at least. Yeah. Gotta delete something in the files, I swear. Yeah. That might be the case. Hold on a bit. In the meantime, let's see here. Let me just show off the regular OP here on YouTube while I do some shit. I might have to push comes to shove, I have to reinstall the files. Not reinstall everything, but just the files and stuff. Oh wait, hold on a bit. That's Beastlayer. No wait, that's not it. There we go. God damn it. God damn it. Hopefully it gets adapted better than the Haruhi's Endless 8. That's actually something we were actually discussing that with. I was actually discussing that with Parker and El Canal Weebu, actually, about how would a Hollow Ataraxia anime go about, right? My suggestion is have each episode be semi episodic. like a semi-episodic kind of like thing where each episode is about its own thing, but have the time loop be an overarching plot line of some kind. So that would be my idea, is just kind of like, you know, just have the plot lines be let's see here. But then again, I'm not Ufotable, I'm not Aniplex. I'm not in charge of the decision making in terms of like how this kind of thing goes about. But yes, like it would probably be like almost like an Endless 8 situation, except it could be done better than Endless 8. It could be done better. Hold on a bit. Let me see here. You know what? Let me just remove almost everything here. Let me just remove these files. Replace them with let me essentially reinstall everything, right? It's gonna take a while though, because I gotta like move this download here that I got is like 11 gigabytes. So we could talk, you know, we can just talk as we as this goes along. Oh wait a minute, should I hold on a bit? There we go. I think it'd be cool to expand on the main story and somehow balance it with a slice of life and time loops. Let me lower the volume. Somehow balance it with slice of life and time loops. I don't want to bore the audience, but I don't want to skip over fun moments with the characters. Well, I mean, I do agree with that. Like, I want to expand. It'd be cool to expand the main story, somehow balance it with slice of life and time loops. Yeah. Because like the alternative to doing like what we're suggesting would be to like literally make shit up, right? Like as far as like the plot wise, is to literally like make a different like story altogether, make a different like framing device altogether. You know, that, you know, works within like a more established like narrative, I guess. Which I know, which is vague to say, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I want the slice of life stuff because it's the best. It's probably the best part of this of Hollow Ataraxia so far, in my opinion. At least as far as I've read, because I still don't know what the actual plot, the main plot line of Hollow Ataraxia is. Even after like being almost 80% of the way there, like I still don't know where it's going, like toward its conclusion. God, let's see. I wonder. But then again, like, would Ufotable even be involved in a hypothetical adaptation? I hope they would be. Let's see here. By the way, Fate Samurai Remnant, is that a good game? Cause I played like a bit of the demo on the eShop, but never really the not the full game. Let's see here. Do I even want to play the second OP? Okay, let me play it without the audio, because the audio is claimed to hell, actually. But looking at this, it just makes you want a freaking adaptation. It makes you want an anime of this. Wait, what is up with the frickin' choppiness? And I guess they're doing it because of copyright. Because of copyright, they have to like chop it up and all that. But even so, it's like, fuck, dude. Look, I mean, this is so disorienting. I finished it. It's definitely the best of the main thing. Thing is cool too. I didn't feel it's as strongly as the whole, but I definitely like the stuff with Avenger. I still don't know anything about like Avenger. I mean, I know his like, you know, identity is on Germania. I know that much, but you know, it's like I still don't know where it goes ending wise, right? How does it end? I wanna know for myself. Like, what's the conclusion? What's the end game going on? God, watching this makes me want a fucking anime. God damn, I just want more Stay Night content. I mean, if you're going to give me like spin-offs, I want Stay Night centric spin-offs, right? As much as possible, as far as like, additional content. I want Stay Night related content. It kind of makes me wish for like a third sequel to Stay Night. You know what I mean? It makes me wish for like a third like sequel, like a years later like sequel, like story of some kind. Because I just want more Stay Night, because I'm a Stay Night stan. Than anything else, really. I mean, spin-offs are one thing. I mean, I'll like, you know, pay attention to it if it's like any good, but you know, if you're gonna give me like any Stay Night related content, that's when I really pay attention. Let's see here. Okay, so the transfer is almost done. Well, sort of almost done. 74%, 75%. Let's see here. Like it would be really cool, right, if like no, I don't know where you would actually take like the characters, like going on like on a, you know, years later thing. I know that the El Malloy light novel like takes like, you know, like has like the adult versions of Areen and Shiro coming up, you know, like going on their own story. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Lord El Malloy II, like light novel or whatever. I mean, I'm not entirely familiar with it myself, but I know that at some point there's going to be an adult like a story with adult Shiro and Rin in it, and that interests me because I want to know where these characters are in the future. You know, play it for small time. If you're talking about like Fate Samurai Remnant, I guess so. You know, she's cute. Cute little character, cute little hairball. Okay, let's see. 86%, 87%. 7-Zip is taking the sweet ass time right now. Taking the sweet ass time doing all this work. Okay. That's ow, damn it. My leg. Actually, let me look it up real quick. Lord El Malloy II. Case files. Let's see here. What's the latest news on that? Cause swore that, you know, the light novel anyway is still going on. Let me see here. How to read the El Malloy life case files, light novel, blah blah blah. Where's let me look up Shiro. Oh wait a minute. This is old. Oh wait. It's The Adventures of Lord Elmaloy. Hold on a bit. Let me just look this up here. The Adventures of Lord Elmaloy II. So basically, Shiro is somewhere in this thing. Actually, I think he's right. He's right here, the 7th volume. God, he looks so good with the bandages and shit. What a badass! Fucking badass. Too bad it's only a light novel. Still a light novel. Wait, hold on. According to this, it's also set several years before Karuna Kyokai's future gospel. Huh. But the relationship is left ambiguous, with the reading claiming they are not a thing, similarly to the Fate route. Interesting. I guess in this light novel, Rin and Shiro are not a couple still, which is fucking ridiculous, in my opinion. They should be banging. They should be banging. I watched all the Lord Elmaloy anime. At least it's fun, but as a whole, I don't do the light novels, so I don't know beyond that. Me neither, dude. I do want to know more about Grey though. I want to know more about her. I want to know more about, again, I just want to know about I just want more stories about these characters beyond beyond the events of Stay Night. You know, I just want more stories about the adult adventures of Shiro and Rin and stuff beyond what's presented in Stay Night. I just want more. I want more of that rather than spin-offs that go off and do their own thing. Okay, let's see if this will crash. Let's try this, guys. Okay, let's see here. Hollow Ataraxia. Okay, let's see. I select the save. What a save location. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Let's start. Will it crash? Hope not.
まず一人の
Rub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub. Okay, Heaven's Feel back, whatever, 2. Oh shit, it works! Oh, it's gonna be claimed to hell, but still it works. Actually, let me mute the desktop audio here so it doesn't get claimed. Curse you, Sony Music Japan. Curse you! Blame Sony Music Japan for this, not me. Yeah. God, look at this animation, though. Oh, God, I want more Stay Night. I want a Fate route readaptation, damn it. I keep saying that, but I only say that because, God damn it, it's the truth, brother. It's the goddamn truth that a Fate readaptation should have been done already. I mean, it's cool that we got Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel the way we did, but you know, at the same time, it's like shit. You know, it's a thing where fuck, dude. It's like Saber's story has not been like completely like well realized in anime form. She's my waifu, damn it. She's my goddamn waifu, damn it. Besides the fan-made stuff, where can we get Fate Stay Night media these days? Well, honestly, as far as Stay Night is concerned, aside from the anime and all that, honestly, it's like, I don't know. As far as like official stuff goes, I mean, Irene and Shiro should be making babies by now. Yeah, they're not. They're not making babies. I want to know who's going to be the successor of the Tosaka lineage, for fuck's sake. Better yet, maybe you know what I want? I want a story where somehow Shiro and Saber make a baby. I want a Shiro Saber baby. Damn it. Give me that. Give me that. Damn you, Type Moon. You can do it, Nasu. You can come up with something. You always come up with something. Give me a Shiro Saber baby. Anyway. Okay, let's see here. Maybe after Mihoyo, or they'll excuse it by saying Tsukihime instead. Oh my god. More Tsukihime. I mean, I'm glad Tsukihime is like getting more attention. Especially recently with like the... Oh, wait, hold on a bit. What the fuck? Oh wait, there we... it's because I kept minimizing it. I'm glad it's getting like some attention, but at the same time, it's like, god damn it, I want adult Shiro, adult Reen. I want to know their story. I want to know what happens beyond 2004, basically. Yeah. Anyway, that was the dream I had. I wake up just before 6 in the morning. A light coming through the window is a little bright, and the breeze seeping through the gaps is a little chilly. Damn, I've done it again. The steamy summer had come and gone, passing into October before anyone realized it. It's become a season where falling asleep without a blanket is a bad idea. Last night, what did I set my still sluggish brain into motion. Hold on a bit. Okay, there we go. Last night I fixed up bike number 1, changed number 2's chain to a whole new one while I was at it, and since I didn't have anything else to do, I relaxed a bit and ended up nodding off. Ouch. It sure is rough sleeping on the ground. It's almost winter too. I'd better bring a futon. I rotate my stiff shoulders and breathe in. Breakfast starts at 6:30 at the Emiya residence. There's still plenty of time, but only for the people who are going to eat. The people making breakfast have to wake up 30 minutes earlier than that. How long have I been streaming? Over 3 hours. Wow. Pretty good. Okay, that's a longer than average length. Dang, since when did she grow up into the kind of girl that takes pleasure in robbing people of their hobbies? It is definitely the influence of the sister. Anyway, at this house, if you want to make breakfast, you have to wake up at 6 a.m. or risk being beaten to the punch. As the master of this house, no. As her teacher, I can't afford to be outdone already by my pupil. Let's see here. I wonder where a good endpoint is. Okay, I guess a good endpoint would be whenever I get like a choices to like do stuff or whatever. Or I don't know if that happens anytime soon. It happened later on. Once I step into the veranda, my nose catches the smell of breakfast. The sound of an active kitchen knife reaches my ears. Side note, I say that the sex scenes here are much better here and much more out of the way, though I'm one of the people who doesn't think Face the Night was that bad aside from a couple of things that was funny. So when I'm actually using the Vita content. I'm actually using the Vita content right for this, right? So so I'm using like the Vita, like the censored Vita version for off streaming purposes. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go for the decensor like patch and all that, and you know, do all that jazz. You know, go that route, but I don't know if I want to do that for YouTube. Let's see. Judging by this, I'd say breakfast is about 80% complete. The same old scenery of a pleasant morning. But as for the sex scenes in Stay Night, I made a little video about that. It is one of my proudest moments, that video. I think Sean Busybody knows what I'm talking about. That video. Timey-wimey stuff might be involved, but make Shiro saber babies happen. I want to say Shiro saber babies. So it'd be a cute baby. I know, just saying. You definitely can't do it on stream. I mean, on your own time, but there's no space. Let's see. Did I ever unlock any of the sex scenes on the private save file? I can't think of it. I don't think I unlocked any of the real, like, you know, sex scenes, the H scenes in the on my personal save file. Yeah. No, wait. I unlocked a few, but not really like the big ones yet. I don't think I'm that far in. I still need to go through them to see what, you know, if they're any better than they are in Stay Night, because Stay Night's sex scenes are just comedic gold, man. At least the writing wise. Good lord. Let's see. The same old scenery of a pleasant morning, savoring it as if it were only natural. Oh shit! Here we go, baby! Shira, Saber! Oh yeah. Look at that smile. Because you're beautiful, and I want to do things to you. Anyway, let's see. Half a year ago, back when it was still cold, there had also been times like this. That was. You look pale. I want more fucking stories, damn it. Give me more Stay Night stories. I want more Stay Night stories. Because damn it, Saber. Damn it. Yeah, after all, I'm still a kid. It's only been half a year since the Holy Grail War. People can't grow up that easily. That's right. With Tosaka gone, it was up to Saber to protect the order of our household. But that's not important right now. By the way, like, yeah, shit was so confusing at the beginning. I didn't know what the hell we were following up from Face Day Night. Yeah. Again, it's like one of those things where I wonder how it ends. If the ending, like, explains everything. I don't want to be spoiled. I want to, like know it for myself, but even so. It's like, god damn it. Like, I just want to know, like, what's going on with the story. Why everybody's still alive. Why is everybody still alive? Yeah.
シローが悔い改めないというのなら、今日からでも部屋をシローの隣に移しましょう。
As if that's a bad thing. She says something horrifying with a smile. Saber's room is a Japanese-style guest room. Back when she was moving out from the room next to mine.
お断りします。住居を変える理由がありません。
Oof. She was being real hard-headed about it, but I managed to get her to not back down. The war was over, and there was no need to have a bodyguard after all. That happened just a little while ago. Ever since then, I took the appropriate peace of mind of a healthy young man.
反省した。明日からきちんと自分の部屋で寝る。
結構です。まあ、この条件が効果てきめんというのは私としては複雑ですが。
Alright.
身近で警護できないのが不安ではありますが、シローが安眠できないのでは仕方がない。
Saber turns readily towards the living room. Of course, why should anyone feel reluctant to end a regular old morning conversation? Ah, I forgot to tell her. I have to say it.
セイバー。おはよう。今日も一日。
Aw, that's so cute. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why did it freeze? Oh wow, okay, it gave me an error. That's weird.
はい。シローも気をつけて。
The game didn't crash or anything. It's just like it's like whenever I try to like rewind, like go through like the history or better yet, when I try to pause. Oh wait, it paused there, but going through like the history, dialogue history, it just kind of like gives me an error. It's really weird. I go with Saber to the living room. My vision goes blurry for some reason, wondering why. I rub my eyes. Huh? My eyes were a little watery. The same old scenery of a pleasant morning. I must have yawned from the blessed boredom of it all. I'm a leg.
いただきます。
Oof. The slightly different sounds of a variety of clasping hands echoed. Damn it. On the table is a main dish of grilled fish. 6 portions of it, actually.
そんなわけで、今朝はさくらが早起きして作ってくれました。みんな、特にそこのぐうたら人間はさくらに感謝しつつ、よく噛んで食べるように。
Two people nod earnestly. Oh, hey, it's Medusa. Hey, Medusa. No, I didn't mean you guys. I meant Fujimura group over there, trading spinach for roast chicken.
あ、また納豆がある。
Fuck.
私のはいらないって言ってるのに、さくらも懲りないんだから。
Be grateful, Ilya.
タイガ、納豆食べるでしょ。卵焼きと交換して。
いいけど、まだ納豆苦手なの？食べず嫌いはダメよ。と言いつつ、卵半分ならうなずくお姉ちゃんであった。むふふ、納豆とご飯の良さがわからないとは、まだまだひよっこね。
Doesn't natto taste like crap?
半分か。いいわ。そのレートで交換してあげる。
Am I confusing it with something else?
どうせこんなに食べきれないものは、そうやって知らないうちにさくらの関係に引っかかってなさい。
Let's see.
10日交換成立。卵半分でイリアちゃんの納豆ゲットだぜ。あとさくらちゃんの関係ってなんだ？
大丈夫、ご心配には及びません。カロリー計算はちゃんとやってますから、
Calories.
噛んでちゃんと運動すれば余分なお肉なんてつきません。
That's the thing. Well, that's certainly one thing to say.
そうですよね、セイバーさん。
Yeah, Taiga VA. So yeah, Taiga's voice acting is fantastic
さくらの言う
in both Japanese and English. I really like who's her English voice actress? Yeah, hold on a bit. Taiga Fujimura. Taiga Fujimura is voiced in English by, let's see, just checking real quick, Julianne Taylor, who's a veteran. She's voiced Taiga ever since the Fate 2006. Continues to this day. Both of them are excellent. They capture the character really well.
体格が違うので断言はできませんが、タイガだけ体重が増すということはないでしょう。ほら、セイバーさんもこう言ってますし、じゃんじゃん食べちゃってください。おかわりいっぱいやりますからね。
Okay.
言われるまでもなく、さくら、山盛りでお願いします。
Damn, Shiro, get some frickin' eye drops or some shit. Ryder and I exchange glances. It looks like we have the same thing in mind, but some things are better left unsaid.
ライダーはもうお茶碗からだけど、
私は一杯で結構です。セイバーほどの消化器官は持ち合わせてはいませんし、燃費が悪いわけでもない。お茶をいただいていますので、さくらも食事に専念してください。
Ryder pours tea for herself. Sipping hot tea silently really does seem to fit her.
燃費が悪いとは聞き捨てなりませんね、ライダー。私って必要最低限であれば一杯で十分だ。ですが、こうして用意された以上、残すこともないでしょう。兵糧は無駄にしてはいけませんし、何より。
Ryder was saying that she would get fat if she ate like too much food. So just almost kind of dunking on you, dude.
ふろふき大根美味しいよね。あ、セイバーちゃん食べないならちょうだい。
お断りします。
Damn. Here we go.
何よりせっかくさくらが用意してくれた食事です。簡単に済ますのは心苦しい。美味しい料理は素直に心の赴くままいただくものです。
Yeah, now. Oh wait, I feel that what Saber said is perfectly logical, wonderful opinion. Or I would, if only she hadn't asked for a third serving already. People, you really shouldn't overdo things.
あれ、今日のお味噌汁なんか味違うね。白が手伝ったんじゃないでしょう。なんかバラバラな感じ。味が濃いくせにじゃがいもは細かくきれいにカットされてる。下手なのに繊細。駆け出しの彫刻師みたい。
Huh.
ああ、いや、何事も経験だし、変わったことをしとかないとな。
ふん。私は前のが好きだけど。まあ、こっちも将来性はなくもないかな。セラが作る和風料理もこんな感じだし。
Interesting. Ryder slumps in relief. I didn't exactly lie. What I was trying to hide is the fact that today's miso soup was made by our very own Ryder. When I got to the kitchen this morning, Sakura and Ryder were already there. Saber and I laid out the tableware, all while watching Ryder in her desperate battle in front of the miso soup pot. Poor Ryder, having to cook.
文化祭の準備会始まっちゃいますよ。あっちゃー、
さすがに今日遅刻したら竜道くんに怒られるわね。食後のお茶さえも楽しめないのか、教員生活。
Fujine rose up, holding the helmet for Tiger Number 1 in her hand.
じゃあさくらちゃん、先に行ってるわね。シローも遅刻しないように来るのよ。進学しないからってあんまり気を抜いてサボらないように。
Ooh. And so the single female English teacher in her 20s waved at us with a smile and ran off. Since the cultural festival is closing in, lately Fujine has been leaving early. The same goes for Sakura, the succeeding captain of the archery club, but due to the festival, the regular opening training was reduced to a short meeting. Because of that, she had 30 more minutes of free time than usual.
文化祭もうすぐですね。姉さんもそれまでに帰ってこられればいいんですけど。
そうだな。夏休み中に帰ってくるなんて言っておきながら、もう10月だし。
More like, would it be nice if she didn't cause anything to happen? Seriously.
リンが長期滞在してるのは自業自得よ。だいたい1ヶ月で済むわけないじゃない。宝石剣の真似事をして失敗したのよ。
Imitation of Zelrik's jewel sword, you know. Oh my god.
リンには100年早いから万が一なんて起きないだろうけど、もし第二魔法を暴発させてたらそれこそどうなってたことか。
Let's see that explosion. Ilya is genuinely disgusted. Well, I guess it's normal to be angry if all of that happened in your own castle. Oh shit, flashback. Let's go back 2 months. One day in the midst of summer holidays, Sakura said, as enthusiastic as ever.
ロンドンに行く身としては切り札が必要でさ。なんでも今季は鬼人が多いって言うし、極東の田舎者としては貫禄の一つでもつけとかないとね。
Well, she tried slapping together. Well, knowing Tosaka, though, she probably had taken great care in preparation. A pendant, a super miniature version of the jewel sword that can monitor waves from parallel worlds. Fail! Fucking fail. Eat shit. Ah! And messed up completely and utterly on a scale that us mere mortals could never imagine. The result, all the data and materials she had collected, including the money she had to borrow from Sakura to purchase them, went poof! According to Ilya, the fact that she even survived meant she was a monster. After looking at her bank book, though, that monster turned into something more like a living dead.
エミヤ君、アルバイト先紹介して。
Too bad, Reen. I don't think you're the working type. Back then, things were still relatively okay, despite her saying things like that. But one day, something major happened. There was the price of meddling in sorcery, in what came to be called the Winchester event. Later.
さすがに今回はピンチだわ。このままだと封印指定を受けちゃうかもしれない。その前にねじれちゃったところを直さないと。
With that, she journeyed to the clock tower, the HQ of magic.
けどさ、あれって結局どういうことだったんだ？単にイリアの城がしっちゃかめっちゃかになっただけだろ？
もう分かってないわね、シローは。リンは武器として加工してない得意点をぶっ放しちゃって、この町はちょっとしたターミナルになりかけたんだから。
Oh, that's not good.
因果率が狂って事象が混成して未来の次に過去がつながりそうになったって言えばわかる？
要するに何でもありの世界になりかけたってことか。
わかりやすく言えばね。厳密に言うとこの街で起こりうる可能性なら全て引き寄せられた世界になりかけたってこと。
Isn't that what's happening right now? All possible outcomes drawn in, huh? Like winning first place in the lottery, or aliens coming to Earth, or true immortality being perfected, or everyone suddenly coming to kill me. In other words, a morbid joke that had a small chance of occurring actually happening.
なるほど、それであんなことに。けど、あれはそういうのとはちょっと違ったような。
Well, I mean, it was a world that was a flat-out copy of a children's fairy tale. I mean, it was a world that was the same one from Dodgson's Alice. I mean, it was pretty much a real-life version of Maze Survival.
あれには私たちも驚きました。リンがしようとしたことは人の手に余ることです。ことによっては聖杯戦争より多く。
Okay. Said its victim quietly. Actually, not only Ryder, but everyone here plus one other were victimized by it.
どうしたさくら、なんかあったのか。
いえ、大したことじゃないんです。今ライダーが言ってたことで。
Sakura trailed off. Well, if she says so, I'll just nod and leave it at that. Or more like I was planning to.
聖杯戦争って言葉でしょ。さくらが反応したのは。なんだ、気づいてないのかと思ってたけど、まだ半信半疑だっただけか。
The child of winter did not overlook that comment.
聖杯戦争がどうしたんだよ、イリア。もう半年も前のことだろ、それは。
そうかしら。少なくともサーバントたちはそう思っていないんじゃないかしら。
Ooh.
ねえセイバー、ライダー、あなたたちならこの空気に気づいているわよね。
Yeah.
ライ
Ooh.
ダー、セイバーさんも何か知っているんですか？
いえ、私は何も。ただイリアの言う通り、この街の空気が張り詰めていることは承知しています。小さな、本当に些細な違和感なので様子を見ていたのですが。
A minor sense of discord. What are you saying? Why is Ryder mentioning something so plainly obvious?
セイバーはライダーの言ってることわかるか？
はい、憶測に過ぎないことですが、よろしいですか、シロ。
Let's see how far this goes. I nod silently.
では、率直に言えば、殺気立っているのは町ではなく、私たちサーバントです。そうでしょう、ライダー。私たちは数日前から共に軽い敵意を抱いている。
Huh. Interesting.
理性ではなく本能が互いを倒すべき敵だと告げている。それはつまり
聖杯戦争時におけるサーバントの高揚感ですか。認めたくはありませんが、私も同じ結論です。
Saber and Ryder glare at each other. What they are saying is extremely simple.
要するに聖杯戦争が起きてるってことだな。
We aren't concerned with the whys and hows yet. The evidence points to this conclusion.
そんな、ありえません。変ですよ先輩。聖杯なんてもうないじゃないですか。それにほら、聖杯戦争が起きるなら教会からお知らせとかあるんじゃないですか？
ああ、けどないよな、そんなの。それじゃあ新しく聖杯戦争が起きたんじゃなくて、終わったものがなんでか再開したっていうのはどうだろう。
After all, most of the masters are still alive, the servants are still hanging around, and our command spells are still in good shape. I still have one left in my left hand.
へえ、そっか。それなら十分ありえるわね。第5次の勝者はシローだけど、シローは聖杯を使わなかった。サーバントもまだ残っている状況だし、何かの弾みで戦闘状態が再開したという解釈はありかも。
敗者復活戦ということですか。 しかしイリア、聖杯戦争の勝者がシローというのは誰が決めたのです？私は勝者のいない戦いだったと思うのですが。
Ryder isn't complaining that I won. It's the complaint of making me the winner of the battle that I made sure had no winner.
勝者を決めるのは他ならぬ聖杯よ。結果はどう？聖杯はシローを勝者として捉えている。他ならぬ私が言うんだから間違いないでしょ。
わかりました。
Well, you can do that, Elia? What the fuck?
では聖杯としてのあなたに問いましょう。この状況をどう打開するべきなのか。
Yeah? Ryder is looking at Elia seriously. If fighting breaks out, Sakura will be put in harm's way. For that reason, Ryder must be feeling a sense of danger at the words resumption of the Holy Grail War.
ちょっと待ったライダー、別にどうもこうもないだろう。再開したっていうが、そもそも聖杯がないんだ。戦う理由がないじゃないか。
よくできました。シローの言う通りよ。確かに最近の冬季はどこかおかしいけど、そう目くじらを立てるほどのことじゃないわ。だいたいね、サーバントが聖杯戦争後も限界してるって時点でおかしいんだから、これぐらいの異常容認しないとやっていけないわよ。
そうそう、仮にライダーたちがいることでよからぬ企みを持ったやつが来ても変わらない。だってそのよからぬやつを迎撃するのもライダーたちだからな。強者の条件って知ってるか？目立つやつは敵を作りやすいけど、その敵から当然のようにみんなを守れるやつを強者って言うんだ。腕が立つだけの人間はただの暴れん坊。で、俺が知る限り2人は本当の意味での強者だと思うけど。
Wow. You have a way with words, Shiro.
シローは物分かりが良くて100点満点です。
Should I be dancing in joy? Well, gee, I guess the usual me is always dense.
だから問題があるとしたらあなたたちよ、シェイバー、ライダー。あなたたち戦いを再開したいの？
断じてありません。まあライダーが戦うというのであれば受けて立ちますが。それはこちらのセリフです。あなたには幾度となく敗れてきた。あなたが私に機会をくれるのなら借りを返しても構いませんが。
I love to see that. Ooh, oh boy. Sparks are flying between these two. For a short while, it looked like they finally got along, but I guess they're still rivals.
よかった。ま、発情期の猫じゃあるまいし、いくらあなたたちでも理由なく暴れたりしないものね。退屈だからって人間狩りをするような趣味もないだろうし。
イリアスピール、その例えはどうかと思う。私はそのような悪鬼ではない。まあ彼女には前例があるので弁護することはできませんが。
I mean, it's true. Ryder wanted to, but couldn't counter that argument. If it comes down to behaving like an animal, I don't think that Saber is any different, but I will put that aside.
つまりどうなったんでしょう。
他の連中が襲ってくることもないだろうし、しばらくは様子を見よう。まだ事件なんて起きてないんだし、無理に調べて回ることもないってことかな。
そうですね。あ、それじゃあ他のサーバントさんに聞いてみたらどうですか？何かおかしな感じしませんかって。ランサーさんとかよく街で見かけますけど。
Sakura just says something odd. I don't mind at all. Yeah, Lancer does seem like he'd be willing to give me his impressions on what's going on.
では私たちも折を見て調べてみることにしましょう。 それとさくら、そろそろ登校の時間ですが。
あ、本当だ。ごめんなさい。すぐに片付けちゃいます。
Alright.
いいえ、後片付けは私の仕事です、さくら。あなたは落ち着いて登校してください。
Hmm.
ありがとう、ライダー。それじゃあよろしくね。
Sakura is cheerfully getting ready to leave. Me, though, I still have about 30 minutes left, so I'll go help Ryder.
行ってきます。先輩、サボっちゃダメですよ。
Sakura leaves hastily. This marks the end of our morning.
二人とも食器は流しに出しといてくれ。着替えてきてから一気にやっちまうから。
助かります。正直、洗い物はまだ苦手です。
Ryder isn't clumsy. She just can't get a hold of a restraining of her power. She's a plate breaker, just like Saber, but for a different reason. Anyway, I'll go back to my room. Except...
シロ、先ほどの話ですが、夜の巡回をするのなら声をかけ
Okay,
てくださ
I will, Saber.
い。イリアスピールはああ言っていましたが、私はどこか引っかかるのです。
I'm truly grateful for Saber's offer. I'm glad that she said that. I know I shouldn't be, but a part of me is excited that things had returned the way they were half a year
わ
ago.
かった。折を見て夜に出かけるときは声をかけるよ。街の様子がおかしいっていうのは確かなんだし、万が一に備えてパトロールしよう。まあそもそもセイバー以外と巡回をするなんて考えられないけどな。
はい。あなたならそう言ってくれると信じていました。シロ。
That's what I should be saying. If Saber's with me, I won't be killed that easily. It's past 7:30 in the morning. Now, should I go to school or should I take it easy? Life has become a bit weird. But even though I'm getting excited, it isn't likely that I get to the bottom of this by myself.
気が向いたら調べてみるか。
Luckily, there's a 3-day weekend starting tomorrow. There'll be all pleasure and no pain. I'll just go about filling up those days without stressing out too much. All right. First day. All right, so with that, let's see how long I've been streaming. Almost 4 hours, actually. Streaming for almost 4 hours. Let's see, do I want to like... Oh wait, oh, shit, I didn't want that. I didn't want to like... Damn it. I want to go back to the title screen. Damn it. Let's go back to the title screen. Let's start. There we go. All right. I guess that's a good place to like kind of like end things there. Let's see here. Anybody is still left? You just do whatever you want at this point. Yeah. Just kind of go through the choices, go through the days, all that jazz, and the plot just kind of sort of unfolds from there. I might do more of this actually, considering that not many people actually know the Fate Hollow Ataraxia story, including me. I haven't finished it yet, so I don't really know everything. In that case, Fate Hollow Ataraxia is, I mean, it's definitely like a very unique experience as far as being a sequel, and of course, it's a full-fledged sequel. It's not like a spin-off or anything. It's long. Yeah, I mean, shit, I can't believe I never finished it. after how many years? What, like, at this point, 6 years? I could have finished this thing. I could have finished this thing like a while ago. Just never did it. But I should probably do that sometime. I mean, on my personal save file. I guess I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it for for today. Let's see here. 3 hours and 49 minutes, or 3:50 now. It took me out for a bit, but I got really into it after a bit. Let me check Twitter real quick. Let me check Twitter. Let's see here. Let's see. No new notifications. All right. I guess until next time. I suppose I'm gonna like do my thing and just kind of say thank you for stopping by. Anybody who might be watching this, and anyone who stopped by, maybe watching the VOD. Ashiro knows his pros. He's got the author of bangers like "People die when they are killed." After all, yeah, it's legendary, man. I love that line. I say it every day. People die when they are killed. It is meaningful to my daily life. YOLO. I want more Stay Night. But I guess Hollow Ataraxia will have to do. Yep. So until next time, I guess this is me, Hollow of Dawn, signing out. And if you're wondering why it's raining and there's no color, it's because the world has gone in a weird direction lately. Have a good one, Kitty Vickies. Have a good one. Hold on. I guess this was a good stream. This is a good stream. Let's see here. Actually, hold on. There's like a message. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Have a good one, Kitty Vickies. Have a good one. Thank you, Nightly Data and Sean Busybody. Everybody else. Thank you. Yeah. Bye, Kitty Vickies. This is awkward.